dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are. I need you again, so stick around. So stick around. world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let it go. I know you feel it. Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. With that, all eyes on us. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let go. I know you feel it. Cause you'll always be my broken love. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too I need you again, so stick around. So stick around. I need you again, so stick around.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing this morning on this happy Monday here? It's just another manic Monday, right? I know a certain somebody's getting her travel arrangements according to somebody else. You know, she's getting her stuff together. So I'm sure we'll see a shit show this week. Get ready. Good morning, Stonefly Blue. We gob shit. Kimberly Joe, Care Bears. Good morning. Good morning. Cambry, Mama 3, Lazy Wolf. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. Thank you. Be still. Good morning. Sierra, good morning. Good morning. Seeker. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Not long since I finished work. Well, good. I'm glad you're here. Miss Thumb Thug. Thumb Thug. We got Betty's printer in the house. Betty's printer. I guess I could be clicking on these here. So what? Okay, hold on. I got a question. How many of y'all have seen the Clickbait interview with Katie? Did y'all know about that? Everybody here already know about that? I'm sure y'all probably already did, but I just wanted to get an idea of how many have seen it. Cootergate 2024. I didn't know that word bothered B. Tim so bad. Wasn't that funny? That was funny yesterday. Like I said, I didn't realize it bothered him so bad. So there's the link. Let me go pin that bad boy. Also, yesterday, someone sent a PayPal and someone also sent a Cash App. I just wanted to tell you guys thank you for those. I, tried to send a heart back, but I just wanted to say thank you in person, So I appreciate it. If you're in here, I appreciate you. If you're not, then catch the replay. I appreciate you. Now, hold on. I just looked at the community page. He edited it. Oh, did he? He edited it. Okay, well, maybe enough people said some stuff then he was already called out on it because she's not going to be there. It's clickbait. It's bullshit. There is no interview. I don't know why he tried to pretend like there was going to be some big fucking interview, but that was a lie. There is no fucking interview. We got Betty's hoop earrings in here today. Good morning. Good morning, Ellie. How are you, babe? He's a clickbait ass hat. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not here. We don't want his name. We don't want to put his name out here at all. Yeah, he tried it. He tried to pull it. That's for sure. Don't put his name in the chat. I don't want to spread that bullshit. Fuck all that. I would rather not send people over there. I'd rather people not go over there, Cap, you said you can't stand that word either. That shit cracked me up yesterday. Like I said, I didn't realize it bothered B Tim so bad. Okay, hold on. Or my birthday. What are you talking about? Or my birthday. Y'all better be celebrating birthday. When's your birthday? What day? What do you mean? Today? Is today your birthday? Wait, what? Wait a minute, Care Bear. Is today your birthday? What are you talking about, Willis? Did the Cooters make B Tim skedaddle? Yeah. Yeah, his ass is gone. He's got to work today. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He'll probably pop on, I'm sure. Hold on. I'm just going to have to write. Yeah, you're just going to have to write it like that so he doesn't see it or doesn't notice it. The fact that it bothers B Tim has me laughing, though. I know it's funny as hell to me. B Tim must be out croc shopping. He's going to be mad at you for saying that. Out croc shopping. I'm done. He's out tragedy pimp hunting. That's what he's doing. Let's see here. Let's get this on. Let's get our. As a matter of fact, I think somebody did a short we can play. Oh, yesterday. Listen to this. So yesterday, somebody sends me a screenshot of the group, like they send me like 2 screenshots out of that fucking mystery group. So one of them I used on my thumbnail. Somebody had the nerve to say I stole their fucking screenshot. I'm like, what? The lady that sent it to the girl that sent it to me messaged me and was telling me about it, and I fucking laughed so hard. I didn't realize people were so fucking bothered over everything I did. Gave me a good chuckle this morning. I don't know. So, okay, hold on, Care Bear. Is it? Yes, ma'am. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday, Beatty. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. Listen to the birds in there. They're all super excited. They're even saying happy birthday. Happy birthday, bitch. I can't sing very well, so otherwise you'd get a whole tune. But happy birthday from the Hive and me. Hope you have a great day. Let's see here. I gotta go pin this link real quick. All right, it should be pinned up there. So what you doing for your birthday, Miss Care Bear? You guys got plans? The kiddo's gonna take you out. What's going on? Be still, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's arrived or not. I did give the tracking number to her, but if you want to talk more about it, I can email you or you can email me about it. But yeah, I gave her the tracking number. I'm just not sure I sent the two hard drives that were sent to me too. So it all got sent at one time, which is what I was waiting on to send it together. All right, give me 1 sec while I pull this up. God, I'm not even looking forward to this fucking stankin' ass fucking shit voice of hers today. I don't even know if I'm in the fucking mood for this right now. Just keeping it real, y'all. Just keeping it real. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Are y'all ready for this bullshit? Wait, Petty Crocker's birthday is today too? Oh my gosh. We got double birthdays today. Wait a stinking second. We have 2 Hive birthdays today. That is freaking awesome. Happy birthday to you, Petty Crocker. Deborah Beard said, okay, let's do it. Okay, we got this then. Yeah. Little Skid Row. You know, I think I think JP went over some of it yesterday. Wait a minute, be still. You say hold on, take a break. Oh yeah, okay. And the quilts are I know you machine quilt, but they are beautiful. You stitching with the sisterlies too. Hers are with her sister lies. She makes beautiful quilts as well. You guys have a lot of talent. Seriously. So we went over the interview with old Tone, and okay. So another thing too, he comes on there. You know what I thought was real fucking rich? He comes on there and wants to answer questions and shit as Tony's spokesman, but then he turns around and says, "Well, I don't want to speak." Or Seth's spokesman. He's like, "I don't want to speak for Seth." That's what you're there for. You're the PI guy. You are there to PR guy. You are there to speak for Seth. So what the fuck do you mean you're not there to speak for Seth? Yes, you are. Anyhow, though, she was fucking super triggered over this shit. So we're going to listen to a little bit of it. Not all of it. So I don't give a fuck about all of it. But we're going to listen to some of it.
Like I made some potatoes, like little just fried potatoes, but I put too much salt on them, which I don't normally do. What do? Some bacon. I threw that in there, made it really color bacon. And so it was actually pretty good. Actually just finished it. We have come under attack yet again. Right now, there's like all these, everybody keeps reaching out to me about these screenshots. First of all, see just a little bit ago. So anyways, we have been on the case of.
She starts off with look, we're going to start off right there. We have become under attack again. Are you fucking serious? Because Cher asked some questions. You guys are under attack again because somebody put fucking messages out that Tony was doing some bullshit behind the scenes, which everybody already knew. That y'all was doing some bullshit behind the scenes. Everybody already knew that. It had been called out.
Sebastian Rogers, a 15-year-old boy that disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. We have come under attack yet again. Right now, there's like all these, everybody keeps reaching out to me about these screenshots. First of all, the majority of the screenshots being passed around are bunk. I couldn't even remember, honestly, if Tony had paid me in Cash App, or I thought it was on through chat, the super chat. And I thought it was the super chat that he did for the steak, but everybody's blowing this whole steak out of proportion.
First of all, you're backpedaling like a bitch. But guess what? Tony already fucking admitted that he sent you that $50 for the steak. So how you gonna sit here and fucking lie and say he didn't? Are you kidding me right now? Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out, girl. Stop it. Good morning, Running Bear. Good to see you, love. Yeah. Under attack yet again because some questions were asked. All right, here we go.
Well, you don't buy people to go harass people for $50. I don't know what trailer park trash idiot says, oh my God, he's paying her to do this. I don't work for $50. Okay, first and foremost.
What do you work for, Betty? What do you work for? You work for steaks? Do you work for, what do you work for? Huh? I'm asking this. It's a serious question. It's a question that needs an answer. Just curious here.
And if I'm going to do something, which I would not do anything that's going to jeopardize my freedom, but if I was going to be paid for something, it better be a hell of a lot more than some stupid $50. I will tell you that right now.
And then look, she pulls the ultimate crackhead. Like, yeah, you might have to pay me like $5,000, then I might even run off with it. I'm like, oh my God. Dude, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, if for any reason I'm going to go out there and commit a crime and somebody's paying me to commit the crime, baby, it better be $5,000 or more. Okay, and even then I might just take your $5,000 and run. Just saying. And it's like I keep my Venmos private. Well, I'm on here, so everybody has, so they can literally manufacture anything they want on these receipts. And so I was talking to Tony. I'm like, what the hell is this? I thought you only gave me the $50 in there. I said, I don't remember you ever saying. He goes, no. He goes, I did. He goes, I don't even remember reading it. I don't even remember unless there's like a little statement there from somebody. I don't even, I probably hearted it or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, see, Tony already said he did. He knows he did. And he knows he's caught. So shut the fuck up with the bullshit. Cut it the fuck out. Stop acting like you didn't fucking know. Come on, man. Come on, man. We know what time it is. You know what time it is.
I really don't. And people are like, oh my God, she's being paid. We're going to turn this over to law. That's a great use of law enforcement resource, a petty BS YouTube beef, right? And I'm sitting here like, and it's.
But you'll call the fucking FBI because somebody put grifter in your chat. Bitch, stop acting like it's a waste of police resources. Like you give two fucks about the police resources. You waste them all the fucking time. Nonstop. So I don't understand what the fuck, what you're bitching about. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I think the guy that I don't get along with called in and you tried to fucking attempt to call the cops on him. I mean, what the fuck, dude? You make threats to do this shit all the time and you waste police resources all the fucking time. You guys had him out of Quentin Simons more than 50 fucking times. So cut that shit the fuck out right now. Yeah, they called the FBI for Wienergate. Like, come on, man. Y'all fucking play too much for real. Just called the fucking police about Pomeranians. About palm cheese. I think beat up the Bower Sox was the issue with the Cash App, Betty. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, that was the problem. I think it was the Venmo or Cash App, something like that. Yeah, but that's what it said on there.
Lisa B always is in here. And then there was another, one of our Lisas sent me a screenshot for $823. And I'm like, oh shit, I'd love to have a donation like that. Heck, I welcome it. Anybody want to throw $800 my way? I'm not going to stop you. Remember, we still have some legal expenses to pay. You know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is bullshit. I haven't gotten an $800 donation on this channel in like I don't know how long. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. If I had, I'd be sitting up here saying, hey, look what I've done.
Did you just hear her parrot me again? You know who's that? Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Now she's starting to say it. You guys. What the fuck? God dang, man. God. I know she was triggered as hell this morning. She's got court in 2 days. She's gonna be triggered. Oh, what's today? What's the date today? Hold on. Let's go look today. Oh yeah, she got court in 3 days, I guess. She got court in 3 days. Which we already know she ain't gonna go, but that's all right. That's all right. She'll be down there at the Voices for the Voices or whatever the fuck it is she's doing or whatever the bullshit is she's talking about. What the fuck? Hold on a second. What is that voice for the whatever she's doing? I think that's where she's gonna try to get served at. Let me go put that in there. Come on, Boo. You can't sit under my butt today. Come on, you guys over here, sissy. Come on, I know it. Oh, stinky booty girl. Come on, I love you, pretty girl. You're so pretty. All right. Yeah, they're supposed to be going to do some voice thing so she can protest. I think she's scared as hell too. I think that's why she won't open the fucking door and get served where she's at. Because she knows damn the fuck well. She's still trying to worry about a fucking order of protection with this lawsuit with me when I don't give a fuck. I'm not going near the bitch. I don't give a goddamn. So she's worried about that when she's got 3 and another one pending against her. So she needs to be worried about her own shit. Shit, man.
What our beautiful subscriber has done. I'm just like, these people have no bounds. They're evil freaking people. They can't even fight with the truth. They have to manufacture and lie about anything to get the attention of their audience because they're just that stupid. And for their audience, dude, if you've got to pay for friendship, they ain't your friends. Okay? I hate to burst your bubble. All these channels, you look so.
Okay, that's another thing here. I'm going to need to know. Rowena, you know what? I just want to say thank you for your 401k. All right? I heard you were giving me your 401k. I just want to tell you thank you so much for that. Anybody else, that comes up and pays for their seat up here, I pay for your seat. I can't remember if it was you pay for it or I pay for it. I can't remember. I don't know if it's me paying you guys or you guys paying me. Sometimes it's a little bit of both, but I just wanted to say, you know, I appreciate y'all and thank you so much for that 401k. I'm glad you gave it to me to spend, Roro. I'm getting some good usage out of it here too. I mean, I've been spending it wisely, all right? On just, bullshit here, a little bullshit there. You know what I'm saying? Well, dang, be careful now. Be careful, sis. Puppies are playing and they get fucking loud. Yeah, bro. Rowena gave me the 401k. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So cool. Everybody's being friends. Stop making those donations. I guarantee you go right in the back of the line. All right. I don't need people over here buying my attention or my friendship. We're here for a common goal. It's a missing or deceased person. That's what we do over here. Okay. You don't need to. If you want to support, you support. But don't be buying a friendship over here. It won't work. I'm just saying. Evil Eye, if I send you.
Wait a minute now. Who's trying to buy Betty's friendship? Wait a minute. Wait a gosh dang second. I'm going to need to know who's trying to buy Betty a fucking friend, buy Betty's friendship. Who's doing that? Who's trying to send her money to be her friend? I need to know. Peggy. Oh my God, you guys. You're killing me here. Hold on here. Got a rice ball stuck in my throat. Was going to have to go to the ER. Oh, are you serious? Like I did last year. Took 3 tablespoons of oil and it finally went down. Are you serious or are you just talking shit? Squish. Ain't no one want to be your friend. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know anybody that's gonna pay to be her fucking friend, but you know what I mean. Right. Just grab her a Chili's card, a gift card, and you're in there like swimwear, baby. Oh, absolutely true. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Jesus Lord. God, man, I thought you were just trolling me there for a second, just talking shit. Man. Sorry that happened, Peggy. Jeez. I know that probably hurt. Oh, there's my Robo. I'm driving. My 401k is gone, so I gotta sell my ass on the streets. Yeah, I'm sorry. I spent the 401k that you gave me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, Roro. But hey, thank you. And those, you know what? Those of y'all that went without Christmas, to send me money for the lawsuit, thank you. I appreciate that. You guys, taking one for the fucking team, Jack. Thank you for going without Christmas for that. You guys are really showing out. You know what I mean? Man. Oh, country girl with the 999 super sticker. So here's gas for the new car we all bought. Yes, baby. Yes. We forgot. We still got to pick our car out. We got a jet too and a boat. A couple dogs. We got some. I don't know what else they said too. There was something else. I can't remember, but we'll figure it out. The 401k, I'll buy it. All right, here we go.
A flag, what is it? Steak. You can collect my child support. Can you collect my child? If you want to send me steak money, I'll go collect your child support. I got a bullhorn. Just let me know what house I need to aim it at. These people are reaching. It's just crazy. And it's not like this one. Like they keep manufacturing stuff and they keep lying. It's like, at what point do you realize that you are like making up stuff to?
Oh shit, country girl. Here we go. Hold on. $4.99. Would you want you to be my friend too? Oh, you know what? I appreciate that. I'll be your friend now that you send a super sticker or super chat. That's it. That's all. Otherwise, you're going to the back of the fucking line. You hear me? The back of the fucking line. And that's it. That's all. Understood? All right, then. This voice is terrible, baby. It's a little, scratchy. It's a little scratchy. I know Kim was trolling. She's like, man, she sounds like she's a man. She's using a voice changer. Oh, well, what if I fucking am? What if I am a fucking man? Then what? I mean, like, I ain't been doxed out, but that's okay. If you fucking idiots think that I'm a man, I want you to think that. You know what I mean? How fucking stupid can you be? But hey, that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, Red Sky? Ain't that right? Hold on. Wait a second. Hold up. Canvas and Crime, $20 super sticker. Did I make the BFF status? You sure did. You sure just did. That's it. That's all. Shit. Banana bicycle seat member for 11 months. Ooh, you're about to get your crown, girl. Tracy Scholler, well, damn, heads to the back of the line. Member for 15 months. Yep, you better fucking hit it. You better get to the back of the fucking line. All of yous. All of yous. Row, you stay at the front, okay? You and Canvas and Crime, you stay at the front. And Country Girl, you guys stay at the front. Everybody else to the fucking back. You understand? Take a fucking hike. Take a hike to the back of the Hive seats. Oh, fuck, man. I can't with this. Seeker gifted 10 memberships. Shaking the hell out of the bushes. Said, fuck it. Somebody's coming out to be a member on the channel, huh? Hey, Voices, what's up, babes? What you doing?
For crowd control. All right, those of you that didn't pay, get behind the line. You don't get to talk to the queen. Get to the back. I'm here for crowd control. You step out of line, I'm throwing nuggets at you.
That's it.
I'm here. I got it now. You're safe.
A Miles said, I'm the BFF club bouncer. No, that's right. Huh, 8 Mile. In here putting work in. Tribal gal, let's see here. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Oh, man, you guys are funny. KB, let's see here. For my ticket on the panel. Oh, shit. Okay, we're paying for panel tickets, too. I forgot. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Get up here, then. Get up here.
Okay, click the link. Come on, get up here. Or is that a future panel ticket? Crawling to the back of the line, not the leader, just the caboose.
Oh, shit. Golden Feather just got hit in the head with a nugget.
That's it.
I told you to stay in the back.
Thank you for supporting the Hive, little biddies. I appreciate that. All my little BFF bumbles. You little fucking Fallons. Come on, get in here.
To change people's mind, like you've got to lie because the truth would never get you there. So you manufacture and make up lies. This is their MO, and I keep telling you this. This is what they keep doing, right? If they have no news, they just.
She parrots the fuck out of what we say. K9 Charlie with the $10 super sticker says, hoping to catch a nugget in a future panel seat.
Here you go, Charlie. Nuggets for you. Bang.
I know that's right.
Bing bong.
Paying for the future panel seat. I got you. I'll mark you down for a future panel seat.
Girl, look at her pause game. Oh, she looks pissy.
Oh, she was this morning too. You know what? I guess I must have missed it, but I guess Cher was asking about some kind of his financial status or something, or to send money or something about people send receipts for the people that have sent money or something.
Oh,
she's fucking pissed. She says something about it in here about Cher Well, first I didn't know who the fuck she was talking about. She kept saying fat Canadian whale lips. And I'm like, what? Who the fuck who's fat Canadian whale lips? Who the fuck is that? And then I had to listen for a few minutes, and she was talking about Cher.
So fat Canadian whale. So a fat whale is her newest insult. I take it then.
Yeah, because that's her. That's what she's been. That's been her thing. But I mean, I've seen a picture of her where she's not too skinny herself. So I don't know. I don't know why the fuck.
You know, that doesn't work for Cher, because out of all the creators, Cher's probably
just because you lost a little weight doesn't mean you wasn't a fat ass one time, just like all the rest of us. So stop trying to act better than somebody else because you lost a few fucking pounds. I'm about sick of that. Brown Eyes gifted a membership. I appreciate your support, love. Katie Jayless unveiled $1.99 super sticker. I want a BFF. Is this enough, or do I need the 401k? Hey, I'm down with the BF. I'm down with the $1.99. Hey, I'm good with the fucking look. You can send a penny. I'll be all right with it. Be your best friend.
Cher is super tiny, so like she's probably the tiniest creator out here on the YouTube platform, right?
Who?
Cher. She's only as big as a damn minute.
I was gonna say she's like a little beanpole. She's skinny, tiny.
Right.
J-Dub, the good one, for a someday panel ticket. Please no nuggies. I'm on a diet.
Okay, no nuggies.
For next door, member for 21 months. 21 months. Woohoo! Just wanted to check on my friendship status. You know what? She's been around since Quentin Simon. That's been almost 2 years. I can't believe it's been that long. Wow. Dang, Gamma. All right, here we go.
Just make it up, right? And when you find out who everybody's talking to, it's one person that loves to manufacture news. So he's taught all these people this horrible process, and now here we go. I'm sitting here talking to people about donations to my channel. No, and even if the guy gave me $50, do you honestly think $50 is a payment to stalk somebody? There's got to be more there. There's got to be conversations. There's got to be text messages. There's got to be coordination, dude. Not just because you have this fucked up thing in your head where you say, "Oh my God, he bought her to harass them." $50. What ghetto trash?
What ghetto trash does it for $50? I mean, what ghetto trash does it for free, Bets? So that's what I'd like to know. Aunt Kathy's story time. Gifted 5 memberships. I appreciate that, love. Thank you for supporting the Hive, babes. Let's see here. We gob shits. $2 with the super sticker. Says I need a BFF. You're in the club. You got it now. She's emaciated. Peggy be killing it with some of her comments, man.
Trash are you? Like, go sit down. Okay, go sit down. And if that's really what you guys consider evidence, this is probably why you guys don't believe anybody's guilty. Except, we all see how felons, and these people are. Most of these people are felons. And then I was sitting there talking because, last night, Justin For All was on a panel, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, well, the only reason I didn't like you is because how you guys treated Trev Time." And I kept trying to tell Justin, Trev Time is not the same that he was when he was on the Summer Wells case. Ever since he got with Chloe, he's changed, because you've never heard this man be disrespectful. I have never seen Trev Time be disrespectful to anybody but Seth. And even when he was told to back off, he wanted to come at Seth like a cougar. That is not the Trev Time we used to know. And you know what? It really upsets me because, Justin For All, always about the, I'm a loyal friend. Well, he worked next to me. He rode in cars with me. Him and I've had personal conversation. He personally knows me. I don't know how many times he's done that with Trev Time, but I guarantee it probably wasn't near as many times as he has met me personally and has worked.
Well, it's not Trev Time, it's Trevor Lee. So, what the fuck?
Yeah, she gets those two confused through all of this.
What the fuck is she doing? I don't.
And I'm sorry, but that paper, that Dollar Tree green paper tablecloth behind her window does not help her at all.
With me personally. You know what I'm saying? So obviously he wasn't a very loyal friend to me when I was trying to explain to him what Trevor was doing, and still doing, by the way. This professional, oh my gosh, he's such a sweet guy. Well, sweet guys don't act the way he's acting, okay? They're not constantly always poking something. Every time there's anything, even the news, you see Trev Time's BS childish comment attached to it. And I told Trev Time at this time, I said, you're going to ruin your reputation over these people. And then we find out Chloe is too busy vetting the volunteers. Why does she need to vet volunteers? Did anybody ask you? You've got a 3-time felon.
What? Yeah, she didn't hire JLR. She didn't ask JLR to be there. Trevor Lee went to JLR.
Wow.
He said himself he went to JLR for his help because he had a bigger platform and he wanted to get Sebastian's name out there.
Right.
That's when JLR showed up and started recording Seth searching.
The day that it was the, oh, you're going to want to get this on camera.
Yeah. Yep.
The shoulder tape day.
Did she just call Justin a cooter? Lord, her energy is so chaotic and aggressive. How does she even live in her own skin? Trailer Park Fallons, you're right here. Look, we're humble as fuck. I don't care where you come from. I don't care if you come from the trailer park. I don't give a fuck if you have a nice ass $600,000 house. I don't give a fuck where you come from.
That they're working with, but they're vetting volunteers. You see what I'm saying? This was the way they were wasting time and resources on crap that had nothing to do with Sebastian's case or getting more and more people out there to help search. They were throwing monkey wrenches every time you turned around. And to hear somebody say that they're mad at Seth and Tony because of it, clearly did not know what they were talking about, because I guarantee if they saw how Trev Time behaved behind those scenes that they didn't see, they would have been appalled by his behavior, much like I was. Much like I was. And when I saw people not understanding what was really going on and siding with him, it made me very upset, because these are people that I always thought would do their due diligence before they open their pie hole. But as we're learning, that's not the case here on YouTube. Just like last night. Some stupid creator decides to scream fire without doing her due diligence, but it really was for attention, right? And then another creator, Fat Mal from Canada, I've never talked about that lady. Don't talk about that lady. Could care less about that lady. The lady is insignificant.
Calls her Fat Mouth from Canada.
Okay.
And she's like, she's telling Tony, well, I'm sure you've heard about me. No, he hasn't. Not from this chick, because you're nothing to me, right? I don't even think of her. Up until last night, I forgot about freaking Fat Mouth from Canada. You know, out of sight, out of mind. Didn't even think she was an issue. Of course, she wants receipts, you know. Where's all those receipts for Summer Wells? Crazy lady from Canada. Where are all the receipts? Where did every penny you spend your proceeds from Summer Wells? I want an accounting. I mean, all you got to do is go over to YouTube, go into your studio, and screenshot the last 2 years of your accounting and send those to me. It should be easy to settle and everything like that. So I'm sure you don't mind just going ahead and doing that for me. Send it
So this is from when Cher asked for his financials or something, or a GoFundMe. She asked something about financials to him.
Like showing I think it was about that stuff that we got talked with B Tim last night, with like the stars and the hearts, the TikTok money stuff, right?
Well, no, I think she was talking about the GoFundMe money or whatever from Seth.
Oh,
like how much money did he have from the GoFundMe or something? She asked a bunch of questions about the GoFundMe money. How much did Seth have? Did he have any left? What did he use it towards? And he says like,
well, that would make more sense than what I was thinking, because I was like, wow, this is really wild.
Yeah, but he said Seth used it towards his bills, and he was searching for 2 months straight. Didn't have money to live on. He didn't get his payment from work until just now. So he had answered her already. Tony answered Cher already about it. And then she asked him again something about, well, if he would be transparent about it or show the receipts about it or something like that. I don't know what all I can't remember. I can't name word for word what she said. You know what I mean? But it was something along those lines.
Well, that makes
much more sense. Asking him to show receipts, and some about asking him to show his Venmo receipts or something. I can't remember. Something like that, though.
Well, that makes a lot more sense, because I thought I was getting hung up on the other part. I was like, well, that's really kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I think that's what Betty was referring to with the show receipts from Summer Wells, since you want him to show receipts from his. Why don't you show yours? That's kind of what I think that's what I was getting out of it, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Fuck, if you guys know, you know what I mean? If there's something I'm missing, let me know.
so easy. And if you're not going to be willing to do that, don't be asking anybody else for their financial receipts. I will tell you that. But again, she's absolutely insignificant to me. I don't talk about her. As a matter of fact, I don't talk about anybody. Until somebody gets under my skin and makes me come live here, I don't talk about
fucking liar.
I don't talk about go over there and say, oh, well, this person's this, to people's ears. I don't do
out
that.
of here. That bullshit.
It's kind of funny that
she fucking look, and every time she lies, she looks up at the left or the right. She looks up the side of her fucking glasses and shit.
That's bullshit, Betty. Bullshit.
they have to resort to that. See, I don't. And so it's just, I just thought it was really, but I thought, if you haven't seen it, I thought Tony kept his calm. His cool. He shouldn't have been on there for 4 hours. He's a spokesperson. He can do what he wants. He's a grown boy, but I wouldn't have given them the time today because that's the whole reason why they were lying up there to begin with.
It kills me. He's a grown boy. He's a grown boy, like Pinocchio. Like, how is he a grown boy? He's a grown man, you mean? But she says boy.
A grown boy? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Right.
They had nothing better to talk about. They needed a click and a view, and they decided to ruffle some feathers to get somebody to bite so they could have some content.
Brittany made a live stream and she tagged Seth's fucking name in it. And he came in and made a fucking comment. Actually, he came in and made 2 comments. One, he said he didn't appreciate her tagging his name to it. And the other one was, if you don't support me and my team, then you can come over to my channel. I'll be live later. Trying to plug his own channel. So I don't think she did it just for a click and a fucking view. I think she did it because that's what she wanted to talk about, because everybody else was talking about the same shit. Seth immediately called fucking Tony and had Tony get up there and fucking start talking and explaining stuff or whatever the fuck he was trying to do. Because when Tony gets up there, he starts talking about how he wanted to go on JS for Justice's platform. He tried to get a hold of JLR. He wanted to go on his platform because they have over 100,000 on each of their channels. So yeah, right. He did. Fuck right, he did. I know he did. And Jay for Justice was like, just come on the panel then. I don't want to do no pre-questions. I don't want to have no pre-interview. Just come on the panel. Nope. Can't do that.
Did Betty Splenda her office again? The last time she was hiding in her bedroom, it was because she had Splenda all over her office. Did she re-Splenda her office?
I think she's hiding because there's windows by the office from my understanding. So I think she's hiding in a room where there's the only window she has is covered right there. Brown Eyes, thank you for the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate that, baby. Thank you for supporting the Hive. TikTok Tony's lying. Yeah, he is lying his ass off. Then he was sitting there. I don't know why he doesn't turn his fucking camera off. He was sitting there spitting into a fucking bottle. Nasty as hell.
Jesus Christ, at least swallow it.
Fucking yuck.
Fucking disgusting.
That is everything I despise about the streets of YouTube. I literally could pull something out of my butt and create content on it. Some people are not that gifted, okay? I could literally, if I wanted to, I bet you I could do a whole entire live on braids. I bet you if push comes to shove, I could do an entire live. I am the Seinfeld of YouTube. I bet you I could talk about glasses, right? I bet you.
Did she just say she's the fucking Seinfeld of YouTube?
She might be more like George Costanza, not so much Seinfeld.
More like the laughing stock clown of YouTube.
Maybe she's like the soup Nazi. No soup for you.
I could never argue with somebody who was meant to be swallowed.
I can make an hour show about reading glasses. Raise your hand if you think I got the gift. I'm just saying, right? Some people ain't got it like that, right? Some people ain't got it like that.
Betty, you don't have it like that either.
I'm just going to see. Braddock is waiting for you. I hope he is, because you guys are so full of shit. You're like, you actually have to commit a crime to be arrested. Remember, Chris and Katie are in jail right now. Why? Because there's no evidence, right? Not that they didn't do it. Okay? Let me tell you, I would not get an arrest warrant because, one, I didn't do anything.
But you think everybody does everything. You think everybody's guilty all the time. Every fucking time you think somebody's guilty. The fuck?
You know what? I want to give her 2 nuggets and I want to go snip her braids off. Here's 1 nugget per braid. I'm going to snip them off.
Do you know that, like, for people like in the, like, Indians, that's very, very disrespectful in their culture. Their hair means a lot to them. You know, it's very spiritual to them. And that is one of the worst things you can do, to disrespect someone within that culture.
Yep.
I mean, not to Betty. Betty's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying her. I'm just saying, like, you know, like as a.
Yeah. The hair is an extension of your senses. And then they also believe that it helps to bring you to your roots. And so they generally cut their hair when they're grieving. Some grandmothers, if the granddaughter has really long hair, they'll ask for her not to cut her hair. But yeah.
I'm a Queefer says $2 Super 6 says Cher isn't Canadian. She has a warrant in the US. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Alaska Indian hair, you do not touch the hair.
Yep.
Yeah, that's, I know, and like I said, it's just very spiritual. Yeah. Yeah. Mainly only females. Yeah. See, I mean, I know, like I said, I know Betty's not, but I'm just saying, like, speaking, you know, the entire diameter of her ponytail is about the size of your
Apparently, I have to commit a crime and have evidence of the crime you committed to get handcuffs, dum-dum. I don't know where if it was so easy just to say, oh, this person did that, it's time for them to go to jail. Well, by God, I'd have Chris and Katie in jail right now, wouldn't I? And you call me the nut job? At least I got some damn brain cells. Go smoke another one, dum-dum.
She should go smoke another one, dum-dum. And no, Robin, I'm not saying nobody's supposed to wear braids. She said she wanted to snip them off, and it reminded me of, you know, the culture where, like, they don't cut their hair, like, you know what I'm saying? And they don't cut their hair. I wasn't saying shit about not wearing braids.
I was just going to give her I was just trying to give her a help at a new hairstyle. Like, this is.
I don't know how she got that out of no one can wear braids, but okay. All right, smoke another one, huh? She told us, smoke another one, dum-dums.
Good gracious, you can't fix stupid. Some people are just too stupid to help. I would say go to school, but you know, the public school system's crap this day and age. There was a creator who was asking why there is a fundraiser for an animal rescue.
She didn't make it past the 11th grade, so I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I'm appalled at this. Sebastian loved animals. Why the most? Exactly. And not only that, but there was a $3,500 reward fund. And apparently, I still thought it was going on. I don't know if it is or not, but apparently it's law enforcement that doesn't want the reward fund. Apparently, it'd make their life too crazy.
Where'd that come from? Who said that?
And not only that, nothing is stopping these yahoos out here on these streets from creating a reward fund for Sebastian instead of bitching about it. Right? But they want to have control over another person when they didn't even contribute to it. Listen, if I contribute to a GoFundMe or anything else like that, I don't put strings on my money. And I doubt that anybody that is donating to those causes actually puts strings on their money. It's these people that refuse to even participate that put strings on money that they didn't even help collect or donate to. They are freaking idiots. And the people that support them in this total idiocy of blah, 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 are just as stupid and idiotic, in my opinion. If I offend you, you probably don't belong here on the Bullhorn Betty Crime Channel.
Oh my God, that's just fucking
I offend
hilarious.
a lot. If you can't handle the heat, get the heck out of the kitchen. Just saying, because it's hot up in here.
Get your ass out then.
And if you're offended by anything that comes out of my mouth, that means you probably are part of the problem. You got to tell my regular audience when I'm screaming in here or saying something, they ain't getting sideways.
What? I mean, you block people left and fucking right. See, I was surprised. I missed it. I was surprised that Brittany blocked so many people, but they said she was blocking people left and right. Like, she was like, people couldn't ask any kind of questions because they would get blocked if they said anything, like anything out of order or anything, you know what I'm saying? And she would block them. Boom.
That's what I had heard.
Yep. I mean, shit, there was tons of people in here that got blocked. Brown-eyed girl with the $9.99 super sticker in here showing love. I appreciate that. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Don't pick a fight with anyone with Native American heritage. Just saying. I know that's right, Peggy. All right, here we go.
Why? Because they know I ain't talking about them. But the ones that are all butt hurt, yeah, I'm talking to you. Sure am.
But you still over.
Well, guess what? I'm talking to you.
But you'll file a frivolous lawsuit over her feelings on the internet, right? You got your feelings hurt. Yo, Fifi's hood.
Okay.
That's
If you're that
rich.
offended, this is not the channel for you. Okay, we do adult over here. We know how to attack the issues, not necessarily the people. However, I stick up for myself, and if that's offensive to some, oh well. Cry me a river, build me a bridge, and get what over it.
She's so tough, man. You know what?
CP and KP fought the reward fund.
Another thing that was fucking hilarious to me is her and that beer can have had issues for years, right? And when I say years, I mean like fucking 10 years. Like they've had issues with each other for years. So the first thing she does, and she knows exactly who Beer Can is. They know each other. You know what I'm saying? She's seen Beer Can. She knows exactly who she is. And she comes out, the first thing she does when she sees her, because she knows that she's on here and she knows that she pops in here. You know what I mean? The first fucking thing she did was run out there talking about, you're here for Queen Bee, knowing damn well didn't have shit to do with me. These two have had the same issues for years. She just tried to throw me in it because she said, I'm going to try to get her in trouble in Illinois. Bitch, shut up. You ain't getting shit in trouble. We already know your fucking games. Nice fucking try, baby doll. Ain't gonna happen.
And they go, yeah, they have. They fought everything, but everybody has freaking dementia and amnesia, because they just want a selective outrage. It's like, listen, the man did not lose his kid. Why aren't you demanding Katie and Chris? Where the hell's the reward fund for the people that have $1 million worth of assets? Instead of a man that's renting an apartment. These people are jokers. Like, if you're out here in the real world, we're laughing at them. You know why I haven't talked about you fat lips from Canada? You want to know why? Because you do nothing. You are an absolute nobody that thinks they're somebody. Okay? Like I said, there's a lot of uneducated people with an opinion and a microphone on YouTube. It doesn't make them right. It doesn't make them act like they know anything. These people are idiots.
You've been listening to JP. JP says that shit. You've been listening to her too much. Come on, Duke. Good job, buddy. You've been listening to her way too much. Starting to parrot her too. Come on now. Cut it out, Betster. Cut it out.
Oh, look at her. She's all pouting because you busted her out.
I want to know who in my chat thinks it's okay to try to tell a stranger they've never met what they can and cannot do. To me, that goes outside the bounds of normal civility. You know these people nothing. They owe you literally nothing. They know you from squat on the wall. And you're trying to tell them what they can and can't do. Oh, and you better show me your receipt. Who are you? Just, who are you? That is just, they would be so offended if the shoe was on the other foot. Because I'm demanding Fat Lips from Canada to show me her financials for the last 2 years. Since she demands it from everybody else, where's hers?
I'm gonna have to go back and see what when she did that, because I don't recall her. Did she demand it to see him, or what did she? What exactly was she wanting to see? Do you guys know what she asked, or does anybody know?
Is this all back to the financials again? Are we back on that?
Yeah, Cher said something to him to just set her clean the fuck off. I don't know exactly what she said though.
See, I don't remember there being that much talk about finances.
I really don't either. Okay, hold on. It's just me. It says, QB, was she trying to get you to show your financials? Hold on. Was she trying to get you to show her yours? I mean, she demands it from everyone else. What's the difference? Yeah, I mean, she wants to, she was talking shit about mine because we're in a lawsuit together, but I'm just saying, like,
it's the Venmo.
Oh, she was asking about the Venmo, so that's what pissed her off. Then that's what tripped her trigger. Yeah, you're right.
It's about the Venmo, because she did, one of the things Cher did say was, well, you could screenshot that and make sure that you cleared out your information.
Yeah,
redacted it. That's what I meant.
She tried to say he didn't send it, then he's like, yeah, I did. She's like, well, I don't recall seeing that. There we go. Now we know.
Right.
And then she also asked about,
it was a check.
She also asked about his TikTok, about the the justice for Caleb.
Yeah, the funding from that, which I don't know how TikTok works, but he said that there was a little bit of coins or whatever in there, and he used them for other creators. I said, Okay, so were you the one paying the fucking, because somebody was paying the creators when they were doxing us out, when they doxed me, Savage, and JLR and put our pictures and shit up? Somebody was sending them fucking money. Now, I don't know if it was him or not, I have no idea, but somebody was sending them those goddamn roses or whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
So obviously someone was paying them in fucking little roses or whatever the hell while they were doing it. So what? That's what I said. Was it Tony? Was you fucking paying them out of Caleb's fund to fucking dox us out? Is that what you was doing with that shit? Because he said he went over to other creators and used it by supporting other creators. Roses are a piece. Yeah. I believe, and this is just my opinion, that he was donating the money from the Caleb page to creators, and they turned around and doxed us out. Shit, prove me otherwise. Chaos, I'd let you up here, but it says devices are not connected.
Well, I think that's a very good point that you just made, Queen, because that, and then seeing how angry that she's getting about this and how defensive. I mean, shit, look at her on the screen. She looks like she's about ready to throw nuggets at you. You might be onto something.
All right, 5648.
Regarding Bullhorn Betty, Betty went down, when she went down on that trip, she had been hanging flyers all day. She had had lunch with Seth. She had helped him set up his YouTube account. And then on top of that, she'd been stalked by Terry. He got her pulled over, and then they had their little altercation. And I knew that she said on her live that she was getting ready to go have a steak. So I bought the woman a steak, and it was because of all she had done for Sebastian and Seth that day. And it was due to what she had experienced with Mr. Bowersox. And I sent her $50 to buy her steak, and that's the extent of it. And in the memo on my Venmo, it says, enjoy a steak or get yourself a steak or something to that effect. So that shows you how things get spun out of control. I'm a person that lives in Oklahoma. We back the Blues strongly.
Now, okay, none of this has anything to do with this question. He answered it right there. That right there is why she's pissed off, because he fucking told that he sent her a Venmo. In the note, it said to be B socks or something, or for something like that. Allegedly. Right, that's not the fucking memo. That's not what your memo said, but okay. Beating B socks. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what the fuck I thought. I knew it said something like that.
It said, for beating up the B socks, my girl don't play.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Where's the crazy lady that's always with the effery? Huh? Just saying. Those channels need to be shut down. We ain't trying to shut down channels. We're just trying to correct the bad behavior, right?
That's a lie.
That's
a lie. That is a lie. Because in my opinion, I do believe that the certain ones were trying to shut down channels.
You're not willing to do it, then don't demand it upon somebody else. Just like when Chloe was researching people's past to volunteer. Who gives a rat's ass? You're working with a 3-time felon that likes to womanize. And he ain't even off his ass out there.
She wasn't working with JLR, though. And the reason I say that is because there's a post on her community tab where she's talking about JLR being a womanizer. And he's the only one that was a 3-time felon that would have been in prison for 10 years. That's what she's talking about. Just because she's got to throw a fucking jab in there, you know.
You're helping.
As if fucking Seth said he doesn't give a shit who helps him, right? That was what he said. He didn't give a fuck who helped. So he didn't have no problem with that 3-time felon following him around and putting him out there on his 200,000 fucking member channel or whatever the hell he's got going on over there now. Subscriber, sorry, not member.
Well, Seth said that he would take, Seth said he would take all the prisoners inside the jail or the prison and line them up and let him go look, for Sebastian. Seth said that.
See, he reached out, right? And don't forget Seth reached out to JLR, not vice versa. Exactly. And I thought Trevor Lee reached out to JLR to get help, like hook Seth and them up. You know what I mean? Like him and Seth up and asked for help. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can you help? But who showed the screenshot? Hold on, baby. Let me see. Who showed the screenshot of the payment from Tony to Betty? It had to have been him or her. Yeah, Tony sent it to the 3 a.m. girls or 2 a.m. girls or whoever those girls were that I don't know if it's the 2 a.m. 3 a.m. girls on TikTok. The TikTok girls that were in the middle of the night that were up late as hell talking to him. He sent that shit to one of them girls to show receipts, basically to show them that he sent her that money and says, our girl don't play. That's what he said.
So the people that are out there helping, why are you giving them the 5th degree? Because she's a freaking idiot. She's a freaking idiot. That's why. Only stupid idiots do stupid crap like that. There is no background check with volunteer work, lady, especially when you're looking for a 15-year-old boy. It's all hands on deck. People are ignorant and stupid. And if that offends you, then I'm probably talking to you. So that's kind of where we were today. Just thought I'd let you know. It's been an No, just joking. Actually, to be honest with you, I just figured I'd give my 2 cents on all of that. But I did think Tony did himself as well as their team very well because with
Yeah, Seth clarified, if you don't stand behind me and my team, which means him, Seth, and BHB, and his private investigator, whoever that may be, if you don't stand behind those 4, his team, which are obviously those 4, and whoever else, he doesn't. You can go to his channel, and not Brittany's, is what he was saying in her chat. If you don't support me and my team, I'm sorry. Well, you can catch me on my channel later. That's what he said, something along those lines, and that was in her chat. But that was when he's like, "I don't appreciate you tagging me in this."
And what is she talking about? You don't get a background check when you're searching for a kid. She's the one who was sitting there when she was out there searching for, or supposedly searching for JL or JJ Rawlings or whatever his name was. I don't know how many times she said, "Oh, they did a background check on me and I passed it." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, see, that's exactly This is exactly what he said. Man,
all those loudmouth little buttholes. He kept his stuff calm, cool, and collective. And you know what? I told Seth whenever he was on there and I started seeing that creator coming over here, I'm like, something's wrong. And I kept it to myself. And then I was asked, what do you think? I'm like, look, I don't know her that well. I can tell you she's not a BHB fan. She probably will talk trash. And if she's that kind of girl, then she'll probably flip the switch on you. That's exactly what I said. And I just said that maybe 30 or 45 days ago or something. But I don't try to control or stop somebody from doing what they're going to do. I was asked. I gave my opinion. And I didn't know the person. But, I can just gauge that most people on here aren't here to help the victim. They just aren't. They're there to help themselves. Because if they weren't, then why? If a parent, like if somebody came up to me tomorrow and said, "Hey, I really don't want you covering this case," and came to me, like Seth went to several of these people, I've been like, okay.
Bullshit, because Chris and Katie both said they didn't want you covering this case, and you refused to fucking stop. You will not leave them the fuck alone. You were at their house at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning driving by, taking pictures, filming, and other bullshit. So that's a fucking lie, a bold-faced ass lie. And I bet if Seth came to you and said he didn't want you covering this case, you'd break it off with him and still, being friends with him and still fucking cover this case, period. Because you don't give a fuck, in my opinion.
Okay, is there a reason why? And if they explained it, well, do you mind if I do this? I'd go through it. And they're like, hey, no, I don't want you touching it. It's very upsetting to me. I don't want you touching it at all. I'd be like, okay, God bless you, right? And I'd move on. I wouldn't then turn and start attacking that innocent parent because of that. I would move on. I'd find something else to talk about. I'd find another case to move on to if it upset the parents that much. So if you get that kind of call and they flip out on the parent, what is that telling you?
Bullshit.
It's telling you that they're there for themselves. That's what it tells you. Because if they were there for the victim and the victim's family was having some major problems, then they would just back off. But here, that's not what you're getting. You're getting people attacking Seth because he's asking them to back off because they're covering his case wrong. They're not respecting him or his son.
But you
And then they're
are.
gonna say,
But you are. Ugh.
Right. Oh, also, when she was like, I got her on Signal, blah, blah, blah. I said, that's a Freudian slip. I think her and Seth and Tony talk via Signal because I ain't been on Signal in years. So I think that's how they're talking and communicating with each other.
Oh.
Why else would she say that?
Huh. That's a great point, Queen.
I mean, I'm just saying it just comes out of nowhere. I think, like I said, I think that's how they're communicating together.
Could be.
In my opinion, allegedly.
What Signal?
Texting app.
It's like
like
Messenger. It's an end-to-end peer encrypted. It's just it's kind of like WhatsApp. It's just another messenger app.
And they're doing that instead of regular text messages, so they can't be traced, I suppose, huh?
I'm guessing so. I don't know why they're doing it, or if they really are doing it. Just in my opinion, I feel like they are.
Yeah.
She said she slipped up and said something about Signal, and I have you before Signal, and I'm like, well, fuck Signal. I haven't been on Signal in probably 3-4 years, so I don't even know what the fuck she's even talking about. Because that was when Critical K had Signal. That's the only time I was ever on it. You know what I'm saying? Was when I was in the Signal chat with her.
And I wasn't saying that they were chatting on there. I was just wondering why they would. Why not just write? Because she said they have each other's phone numbers. So why wouldn't they just text each other or call each other? Is what I meant.
Because they can text as a group. Like they can. What I'm saying is that it would be like an app where they text in a group. Like they can all be in the same group together,
Gotcha.
talking to each other. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, I don't think you can do it on TikTok. I know on Messenger you can make group chats, but if they're not on Messengers or whatever, if they don't click, Seth claims he ain't got Facebook, so they wouldn't be able to get on Messenger and make a group chat on Messenger to have all three of them talking at one time together. So I think they downloaded the Signal app and they are all on the Signal app. In my opinion, I think that's what they're using to communicate together because they can all go in that app together and they can all, like a Discord, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit.
Sure.
They can all go in there together. They can talk together. They can talk separately. There's Messenger, there's messages where they can talk separately. And then there's the whole thread where they can talk together.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure what that app was. So thank you for the explanation.
Yep. And it's encrypted. Yeah, for sure. And Signal is definitely encrypted. Yep. So she's like something Signal, and all I could think was that's probably a Freudian slip. That's must, what I'm saying. In my opinion, that must be something they're using to talk.
Well, and it's possible that they're using it to talk, and they've looked others up, and then unless you've completely disabled your Signal account.
Here. I need to say, Beer Can, I apologize to QB for doing the stupid dumbass thing about driving by our house. You know what? And I appreciate that. Like I said, I really do. Man, I know you guys have had issues well before me and her were even in this. So I know that's, like I said, I know that you have a property around the corner and stuff like that. So it's different. It's a little different than, but I do appreciate you apologizing because, like I said, I thought you were trolling us. I thought you were joking. So, but she said Manatee County Sheriff has no interest in serving BHP and will leave it up to Tennessee. That's good to know because you know what? I bet they're gonna serve her when she goes down there, which is like what, a week, or she's got court the 22nd. Which she's probably not going to go to. It's the order of protection. She's got court for those order protections on August 22nd because they pushed it off to August 22nd, which is in 3 days. Hold on.
Yeah, she doesn't.
There's now someone claiming I sent the person there and even offered them money to go. Do you even know Beer Can Island? They've lived in the same town together for like 10 years. I mean, like, they've known each other for a long time. That's why I said BHB knew exactly who she was. When she went out there, she said something about being, here for me. She knew damn the fuck well she wasn't there for me. Come on now. She threw that shit in there because she's going to try to use it. Sorry, bitch. You ain't putting that in there. Nope. My name's Bennett and I'm not in it. I ain't got shit to do with none of that. All right, here we go. Let's roll it.
Well, I'm doing it. I do care for Sebastian, really, by attacking his innocent father. Over
Kind of
something
like you
that
did
happened
with
8 years ago.
Billy and all them, right?
Investigative reporting. Creating.
Kind of like you did with Billy and them, right? Which I haven't talked to Billy in probably a year and a half. Well, about a year, I'd say. She pops in here and in the chat and says, she'll comment in the chat and stuff, but I haven't talked to her in probably a year or so. Beer Can is literally her neighbor. I know. People don't seem to understand that. I mean, they do now, but they didn't at first. They just thought she drove all the way there to pull up in her driveway, not realizing that these two have known each other for years and they've had issues for years prior to this. Hold on. You don't have to believe me, but trust that every app is traceable. Be careful. Well, yeah, I do believe that every app is traceable. I do believe that. I'm just saying, like I said, I know that Seth claims he doesn't have Facebook. I don't know if Tony does or not, but I know that you can use that as a way to talk to group chat together. Manatee County is too busy taking care of hundreds of people flooded out and homeless. Yeah, for sure. You know what? They got better shit to worry about than her ducking and dodging the fucking orders. When they can get her in Tennessee, she'll be back in Tennessee. They can serve her there when she's there. And of course, she deleted it, but we got it though. I mean, fuck, she was threatening to pull her out of her car and beat the hell out of her and all kinds of shit. So, making threats left and right. I never did see the video though. She never did put the video out. So, they are in the same community and attend the Manatee County stuff. Yeah, they go to the meetings and stuff like that. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Bunk criminal history on his spokesperson and manufacturing a disgusting video. That's what you call helping a 15-year-old boy, right? But meanwhile, you don't do that shit to Katie or Chris. You just save it for Seth. The only person looking for this boy that doesn't want anything to do with y'all's butts because of the way you acted, the way this is not professionalism. I have never seen professionalism attack their prior client. That's not professional to me. We've all been fired from jobs. When have we turned around and took 6 months to bash our job over the head and just not let go? Seems like really unstable behavior, if you ask me, from a bunch of people that try to proclaim them.
Kind of like when you walked in and, acted a fucking fool in the furniture store and provoked the lady to yell at you. And then when she finally did, you guys recorded her and reported her and made sure she lost her job, right? Kind of like that.
Themselves as professional. And then to hear somebody go up there and say, well, I really didn't like you because of the situation. You don't know what that situation was. You didn't bother getting both sides of the story, so don't tell me you do your due diligence. You went with one side and one side only, and I chose to look at the whole entire picture, and people got pissed off at me. Oh, well, I will never, ever talk good about Trev Time again on this channel. And just like I said, and we will watch it happen in living color, his entire reputation go down the sinking.
Okay, you may not say that about Trev Time, but what about Trevor Lee? What about him?
Trev Time was his channel.
Nobody will ever take him seriously. Nobody will ever want to work with him again because they see this poor behavior. And people don't know, hey, maybe what if it doesn't work out between us? What do I have to look forward to? Well, you have this. You have being trashed for 5 solid months if you don't do exactly what these unprofessional people will tell you to do. That's what's going to end up happening to you. They will go after you with every bit of vitriol that they have. Whenever you saw the question from earlier where there's a python, because I have been watching this python capture here in Florida, the legal python capture, and the python can consume, they have to be a pretty big python to consume a body. But yeah, alligators can too. But you know what? I think we need to really look at Dee Warner's case. This was a case out in the country. This was kind of a backdrop of what
Dee Warner, they just found her body, so of course she's got to talk about that. But apparently today she said some off the fucking wall shit. I don't know what the hell she was talking about because, like I said, I didn't watch the shit, so I don't know. But I guess today she said some really fucking off the wall shit.
Oh,
what potentially could be a reasonable, realistic possibility. That whatever tank, and it comes down to the stuff that I was talking about related to the large items, things that wouldn't look abnormal driving with, something like that type of tank out there in the country. I went out in the backyard. You guys know I heaved and hoed. I got blisters. I got scratches and blisters and stuff. Look at the owie. I got it all to prove it. Okay, I was out there, and guess what? When I was out there weed eating, we can change it. Hold on, let me get over here. We have unstable people on the streets of YouTube. They can't control them. They think it's funny, but they don't realize they're messed up in the head, and the rest of us actually know just how messed up in the head they are, but they will never admit it. They think that we are this is just YouTube banter back and forth. They don't realize they're really not wanted, and how unstable they truly are. And they'll literally sit here all day just to say one stupid comment. I mean, it's
what?
This is fucking wild. This is like watching a ball of yarn that's fallen off and rolled across and then gotten wrapped around and tangled back up. That's what this is like watching. And this is wild. This is the unraveling of Bullhorn Betty, in my opinion. Okay, you guys, it's not a green shower curtain. It's a green paper tablecloth from the Family Dollar or Dollar Tree.
Okay, we'll switch over real quick. Share, if you're still in here. Did you feel like Tony was lying straight to your face when you were asking him those questions? Because he most definitely was. And I don't know what the hell BHB thinks she's doing making those kind of thumbnails that she's making of Katie, but they can use all that against her in court.
Did you know, because it's considered a horrific event, or that right there, because of Sebastian's situation, that would be a TOS violation.
Did you see the way she had that on, like blood on her shirt and shit? Wild.
Yeah, and it could be taken either way.
Yeah.
I use the weed eater like 3 times a week to knock down all the weeds and shit around my property and the office property, right? Because we get a little bit of water and the shit like grows. That's really weird to have blisters on her hands, like all of that. Like, didn't you wear gloves?
She doesn't normally do that stuff. She had a lawn guy, so I suppose she has pussy hands. I don't know.
Shit, Keys, you totally caught me off guard with that one. I just fucking inhaled coffee through my nose.
No.
She got fucking cooter hands.
All right, so here's this one from today. So this is from today. This is where she starts talking, because the rest of this is pretty much bullshit through here. Oh, I guess another. Hold on. Missing 4-year-old's body found. Mother Janet Garcia arrested in connection to his murder. Wow, I didn't see, look. So they said. Well, they said it's pretty much all just Betty running her mouth, and this kind of bullshit right here with the whatever. You know what I mean? The mayor, whatever this kind of shit right here is, and then she starts talking about Katie, this missing little boy, but. She starts talking about Katie and Chris somewhere in here, right here. Yeah.
But hey, you know what? At least Florida's arresting these people, right? I mean, it's not like Tennessee, where as long as you hide the body really well, you don't have to ever face repercussions, right? And that's the case of Sebastian Rogers, which is a 15-year-old autistic boy that disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Right there, basically, she's trying to say they hid his body. Did you hear that?
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
If you hide the here, listen to that again.
Florida's arresting these people, right? I mean, it's not like Tennessee, where as long as you hide the body really well, you don't have to ever face repercussions, right? And that's the case of Sebastian Rogers, which is a 15-year-old autistic boy that disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, where he was sleeping.
She said, and that's the case. Basically talking about that's the case between, or, you know, about Sebastian Rogers. That's not the case. That's not the fucking case. So you need to not be saying that. Exactly. Served or not, the TPO is effective and issued. So all the shit she's doing and saying about them can and will be held against her, as proof of the harassment and bullshit she's doing to them.
In the house with only his mother, because his father, his Chris Proudfoot, allegedly was 3.5 hours away in Mississippi near his job in Memphis at the St. Jude's Hospital. It's my understanding Chris has not been allowed back on that property since this situation has happened, which I thought was a weird, a weird change. You know, you don't hear companies typically not use your services when you have a major life event going on. You know, they usually talk to you and ask you if you can handle everything. You usually say yes or no, or I need a few, time off and what have you. But our understanding is they told him not to come back until this situation is cleared up. So, there's just a lot of really hinky things going on when it comes to Katie and Christopher Proudfoot. Their stories have been changing, forever changing. I think we're up to, like, if we took all of the changes in their story from the beginning to what we know today, I bet you we would have 20 or more different stories.
20 or more different fucking stories.
Yeah, she always says that they change their story, but the only one who's been changing their stories is Seth.
Right.
Katie and Chris have not changed their stories at all.
And I think she meant hanky, but she said kinky.
Stories that they have provided on what happened the day before he went missing up to the day that he went missing. It's been very, very difficult because we've caught them in so many with so many dishonest answers. It's hard to discern which answers they're truthful about and which ones that they're lying about. Sad they still haven't found anything. And there's a lot of statements Chris had said in the past, and a lot of those were, this is a case that will be studied for years to come, as if he's almost gloating that he helped commit the perfect crime. It's just a very eerie statement from a man, but that's one of many eerie statements from a man that allegedly loves his stepson and his stepson is missing. It doesn't make any sense. Katie Proudfoot was the only person inside the home with Sebastian Rogers, allegedly, according to all the statements.
And because people have called her out for this thumbnail, she now wants to use it all the time. See now how she's got it cropped out with her like this? It's, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit because people have said something to her. Now she wants to, you know what I mean? Go harder on it.
And the only reason why Chris said that they're going to be talking about this case for years to come because of the way he disappeared, because nobody knows what happened to him. He just, nobody.
Cheryl, didn't Seth say he could get his son back if he had the money? I swear I thought I heard him say something along the lines of, yeah, if I had the means I could get him back, or something like that.
Yeah,
he
did.
Said, I know where my son is if I just had the financial resources to get him back.
So where
then he walked it back. Then he walked it back and said, I never said that.
No, I don't think he said financial resources. I think he said something like means to get them back or something like that. I don't think he said financial though, but I think he said something about resources or means or something. But I don't remember him saying financial. I might be wrong, but I don't think he said financial. But he did say something along those lines, though.
I'm almost positive he used the word money, financial resources, something of that. I mean, he said it in the statement. And
Okay, I
that was
could be
all at
wrong.
the
It's
same
been a while.
time. Well, that was all at the same time as the Cajun Navy and that recorded call came out about that being actually talked about of a an offshore drilling rig before. It's been a lot.
Well, what he said is what made us think that he might have had somebody had done this and he knew who did it, you know.
Right. Nicole G did the little bumblebees, and then she said Magnolia can't steal what's freely given. True. Rachel 508 is a new member. Thank you, love, for becoming a new member. Wabi Sabi, Hive Dive Dues. This is how the Queen stole Xmas. That's right. That's right. And I missed one too, and I didn't even realize it because I thought I got her. But I missed, I think it was Small Town Girl. Can I be the BFF also? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I thought I got you already. I must have missed you. I'm sorry. He just the resources. Yeah, she uses this picture nonstop now. But anyways, she context matters. Yeah, it does, actually. I mean, but they use that as an excuse, you know? You're not the context, you're not getting all the context.
That she and Chris have provided law enforcement. He went to bed at 9 p.m. The house was secure. The doors were all locked. The windows were all locked. And when she woke up at 6 a.m., he was nowhere to be found. And within 3 minutes, she knew something was wrong. But instead of calling law enforcement, she calls her husband. And it's just, it comes on the heels of her having a 3-hour conversation with him the night before she went to bed. So he was the last person she spoke to the night before Sebastian disappeared and the first person she spoke to when Sebastian disappeared. But we also heard statements from up to 6 individuals that state that they saw her mother-in-law, Kathy Bowersox, at the Worsham's General Store, which is directly across the street from her son's high school, about 15 minutes before Katie allegedly even knew her son was missing. So we have a lot of questions.
So because they seen Kathy, there's something going on. What are they trying to insinuate?
Right. Apparently people can't go to the store early in the morning.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I go to the store all hours of the night if I'm up, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. What is the fucking point of that? That's
Questions when it comes to Sebastian Rogers. And we're constantly asking, where is Sebastian Rogers? Because some of the cryptic messages Chris has stated publicly leads me and many others to believe something gravely happened to Sebastian Rogers, and that Chris and Katie, of all people, know what that may be. I'm very skeptical of this woman. I'm very skeptical of her statements. I'm very skeptical of why they're very wishy-washy on whether there was cameras in or around the home, other than the neighbors. It seems like they didn't know how to answer those questions. Why does she struggle with simple questions like, if Sebastian's watching, what would you like to say to him? Why is it a struggle for her to spit something out of her mouth when she's talking to her son that she hadn't seen at this point in 20 days? Seth, I don't talk to him as much as I'd like to. The last time I talked to him, he's keeping it together the best he can keep it together. He struggles every single day because he believes his son is alive. But I have to.
And you don't think Katie struggles and Chris, that they struggle every day thinking that their son might be alive as well? No, because you think they're fucking guilty. You think they did something to him.
Shame on you, Betty. Shame on you.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's so many kids that just leave or they're lured out.
What's ironic is that law enforcement doesn't support any of these crazy ass lunatic ideas that she has.
Yeah, none.
And law enforcement has not given us any reason to believe that Sebastian is not still alive. But if you listen to Betty, she just knows that that young boy is deceased and that his mother did it. I don't agree with you, Betty. I just don't.
to think with all that hope that a person can muster, that hope's got to dwindle after 6 months, whether he's saying it or not. We have to believe that he's trying to have hope, but he's also a reasonable person, and he knows something seriously isn't right. But all we can do for him is pray for him. And you know what? If you have the ability, there's going to be a prayer vigil for his son in Clarksville. There's signs everywhere. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll tell you guys exactly where it is. Give me just a second. I've got it in my photos. Do I have it in my photos? Let's hope. Where is it? All right, let me get back to the library. Must have done a lot more work than I thought I did since I received it. No. Okay, let me download it to my phone again. I know I got it right here. And then we're going to talk about something else as well. Aw, there it is. Okay, let me get this down.
Yeah, so let's see here. She's showing some fucking yearbook photo of some sort.
That's how you can show your love and support for, I don't know if you can, right? But, you know, the other thing we're looking into is obviously Chris Proudfoot. We're digging back into his life to find out who he was as a child, how he conducted himself, and everything like that. We're just reeling. Again, we just want to know what happened to Sebastian Rogers. And it seems like the people that hold the key to the answers that law enforcement, Seth, and the public would like to know are Chris and Katie Proudfoot. And there are many, many, many changes in their story. It really upsets me as well that Nick Barris has been so irresponsible to say on multiple occasions that Chris and Katie have been cleared or are not suspects. That is the most untrue statement I have ever heard. Everybody right now that was in and around this boy's life is absolutely a suspect, including his father that has an airtight alibi on where he was when his son disappeared. Chris and Katie, their alibi is I was sleeping. Not a very good alibi after a 3-hour conversation that you're trying to convince the world that Katie was able to, have a conversation, study for her class for her fall asleep on the couch, be woke up, and somehow in this whole confusion of why she was on the phone with her husband for 3 hours while she's sleeping and studying, and why didn't he hear this thud that she allegedly heard around 10 p.m. that night, which would have been 13 minutes into her conversation with Christopher Proudfoot. A lot of unanswered.
Right, so she got on the phone with him. She was probably studying prior to that while Sebastian was in his room.
Yeah.
Got on the fucking phone with him. Sebastian started jumping around, thudding around, whatever, making noise, whatever he was doing in his room. And she was probably like, hey, cut that out, get ready for bed for school. You got school in the morning, whatever.
The thing is she
lay there and talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Why would she not lay there on the couch and talk to her husband? She's going to bed. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Yeah. The thing that drives me nuts about this when she says this is, first of all, that's a normal thing for kids. When you send them to bed and they're in there screwing around, whatever, and you're like, hey, go to bed, quit screwing around, go to bed. That's a normal thing. You don't always run to unless it's a big crash boom or something, you don't always run to their bedroom and say, what's going on, And then also with the whole, she fell asleep, but she was talking, blah, blah, blah. You know how many times I've talked to my husband for hours and we're just sitting there pretty much listening to each other breathe or whatever. And you start dozing off or whatever. And then but you're not actually sleeping. And I'm a person who I can sleep through a tornado. But if I doze off real lightly, even on the couch or whatever, and my husband will be like, hey, dear, time to go to bed. He doesn't have to wake me up like he would in the morning. You know what I mean? After a full night's sleep. But I'm just dozing off lightly, and then he can just barely touch me and I wake up. It's not, or even say, hey, whisper to me, because you're not fully in a sleep. It's not like she was in a REM sleep or something, I mean, she just doesn't understand this. I mean, this is normal stuff.
I think that's what Betty's not understanding, because Betty is single.
Right.
And doesn't understand what it's like to be apart from your spouse, your partner, your significant other, whatever. I have two girlfriends that on Wednesday nights, we generally hang out on the phone together and watch the same TV show, right?
Yeah.
It's not really any different than that.
Right. My mom's had a best friend that they every day at 6:30 they would watch Wheel of Fortune together. Yeah, on the phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so because of Betty's lifestyle, she just doesn't understand how couples that are separated by working out of town and how they're the dynamics of that relationship.
Right.
And because she doesn't understand it, she automatically thinks it's wrong. That's what I'm gleaning from listening to her on all of this.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, because the stuff that she says, it's like, well, this is just normal life stuff. I mean, when I listen to that, I'm thinking about different instances where me and my husband were just sitting there watching a TV show, watching whatever, and we're just sitting on the phone. I mean, it's normal stuff. I mean, when everybody first came out and said, who could talk to their husband for 3 hours? Well, I'm sorry that you have a marriage or a relationship that you cannot talk to your husband for 3 hours. I'm sorry that's very unfortunate for you. But some of us can talk to our husband for 3 hours. You know?
For 2 years, I have talked to a man every morning at 4 a.m. on his 2-hour drive to work.
Right.
And we talk until he hits the point of no cell signal. Every morning, 4 a.m. 4:02, he calls me. Every morning, when the truck is started up and he is putting it in reverse, he hits the dial button. Sometimes he rattles onto me and I fall back asleep. Other times, I will talk his ear off and then I go back to sleep. So Betty's not having that in her life is she's putting a judgment on it and being very close-minded about a scenario that really actually helps explain a lot more that she's not willing to look at, in my opinion.
Right. It's a shame she's never had that connection with somebody.
I agree with that.
Maybe she'd be a different person if she did.
Miner, he works up in a mine, so it was a 2-hour drive to work. Yeah.
Oh my God, my dream is to drive a uke.
A what?
A uke. One of those big mine trucks. I would love to drive one of those.
He does. That's what he does.
I would love to drive one of those.
Like, the tire is 5 times as tall as I am. Yes.
Right. I would love to drive one of those.
You and me both, Cheesy. You and me both. But they just don't let anybody drive them.
I know. I'm in a mining area. I never get to drive a uke.
It does not ever stop me from asking, though. When can I come drive the big trucks?
Right.
Never.
I used to deliver at the mine, and I'd be like, so when do I get to drive one of those? And they're like, no. Like, you don't even have to let me drive it very far, just a little bit.
Can I just get in and start it up and let the clutch out?
I just want to say I drove it. Anyway, sorry. Little sidebar there, sorry.
It's okay, here we go.
Questions that they will never answer because they keep asking the public to give them the tough questions, but when we ask them very simple and basic questions, they can't seem to answer them. And then when they are called out on their nonsense, they go into hiding. This is another situation that's going on right now where they're trying to say and pass around. First of all, they were passing around bunk screenshots of for me. Nobody has or is in my account to get screenshots first and foremost. Secondly, we know that Chris and Katie, I just want to explain and express what Katie and the Bauer Sox have basically stated as their cause of action for these bunk protective orders. They stated that they were being harassed and stalked by me, which is untrue. I've only been in their community one time for 2 or 3 days. And it was for filming purposes. They stated that I am a right.
This is the screenshot that somebody has gotten out of the group. She sent it to me, and then I took that screenshot and used it as my thumbnail yesterday. She said this is so, but you know what? She doesn't know. She has no idea.
rioter. I have never been in a riot nor been associated with any riots in my life. The only riot I ever saw personally was on TV, and it was the Summer of Love when the officer or when the news guy was saying this is mostly a peaceful protest as a burning car is flying behind him, on the screen. That is the only thing I've ever seen as far as a riot. They stated that I have asked my audience to also stalk them. You guys have never heard me say that. So clearly they have no problem lying under oath. And then you have a troll account, most likely associated with JLR, saying that he's friends with the Bauer Sox. No name. Like, who is this person? And just some random person can go and write and think about it, a private Facebook group, right? So that means he was accepted in that private Facebook group. I wonder how long this account has been, but we know all the many troll accounts that man does have. And he's trying to express that I'm getting charges.
Well, I mean, you were with him allegedly for what'd you say? You guys were together day in and day out for a year. You would obviously know that then, right? You would know his troll accounts.
But
wouldn't you?
She and Sonia let a whole bunch of anonymous posts go in their Facebook group?
Right. And that private Facebook group that you got kicked out of. Are we a little salty, Betty?
Yeah, I was going to say, and they got 30,000 people in that fucking group. So they're not going to vet every single person that comes in it.
Definitely pressed against me for stalking and harassment. There has to be a pattern. There is no pattern. They're trying to say that because Tony bought me a steak while I was there when I was going to Jonathan's to eat, that's somehow a payment for harassment, a $50 steak. Okay, this is insanity. These people are literally, they have no souls. They're completely evil. And I can guarantee you there is absolutely no charges being pressed against somebody without a scintilla of fact or evidence, because there is none. So if you guys are hearing this nonsense, unsubscribe from these people. They're in this for drama, not for the truth about Sebastian Rogers. And why is people so hell-bent on trying to destroy this benefit that's going to a good cause to help animals?
Who's trying to destroy it? I ain't heard one fucking person just disparaging this animal sanctuary. Not one. I haven't heard anybody talk bad about it. Matter of fact, there was people that came in here. Somebody came in here and said it's a legit sanctuary and that the woman is really a sweetheart. You know what I mean? That she does this out of the kindness of her heart, not because it makes money or nothing. You know what I mean? It's, from my understanding, it's a legit pet place. It's legit as hell. You know what I mean? It's not a fake ass place. What's up, B Tim?
What's up? Got out early today from the retirement home. The nurse helped me out.
Dang, they let you bust out of the retirement home.
They let me out of the retirement home.
Gosh, dang, man. Glad you got out of there.
They're chasing after me. I'm hiding out in the back of a Chili's using their Wi-Fi to talk to you guys. Hopefully they don't find me until the end of the stream. But anyway.
Hey, Miss Liz, hold on. She did a $4.99 super sticker. If BHB thinks it must be true. She delays. Oh, hold on. She always states her opinions as it is fact. Yeah, she does. Sorry about that, B Tim. I wanted to finish reading that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No problem. It's just interesting. I mean, is the charity that she's saying people are disparaging, is that the same charity by way Tony Mathis was friends with the IT guy that basically pulled their IP address of that person that was emailing them about how bad Tony Mathis was?
Oh, that's right. We did just hear about that last night because I thought they were a legit place. They were in here. The comments were made. I forgot that he said that the guy was the IP, the one that was taking IP addresses.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sketchy part to me. It might be this charity that exists, but Tony Mathis's statement was basically, "Oh yeah, they helped me get the IP address of that guy who was saying some mean things about me." It's okay. I mean, I don't trust the website.
We talked about your
find that timestamp, and
we talked about your Southern accent yesterday, B Tim.
I know. We had that conversation, but I mean, that's what I would be a little worried about donating to this website. To be honest with you, me personally, the moment I heard that, I was like, nope, not even checking it out, because apparently, if you go and you email these people any sort of remarks about maybe Tony Mathis is not, you got issues with Tony Mathis, they're going to just immediately get your IP address and give it to Tony Mathis, who is a known doxer and works with people to dox people and fuck with them and fuck with them. And apparently, give stake money to people that are stalking and harassing victims, in my opinion, of a situation like this, who are victims. Just my opinion. So IP goes through the email proxy server. Yeah, but still, like that statement alone tells me, like, if that IT guy actually did that, that's sketchy to me. Like, that's really sketchy. He might be a rogue IT guy that just bought, Tony Mathis's bullshit, but I don't know. Okay.
Listen to this real quick.
Betty on your team. Sometimes she can come off a little fresh. Are you okay with all that?
I'm 100% with Betty being aggressive, because what she brings to Seth and what she brings to us far outweighs, any negatives. We all have negatives, and I just don't. I'll tell you that Seth and I look at her like a sister. She does a lot of things to help him. She's never flip-flopped on supporting him. She's supported him since she started covering the case. And she's done an awful lot behind the scenes. She spent her own.
That's all we needed to hear. She's done an awful lot behind the scenes.
Yeah, someone in the comments.
Guys.
Someone in the comments said, Katie Wapapus. I wonder if Betty's forensic guy is the one who got the IP.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the IT guy. That's
a great point.
That's a good point by the comment person. I didn't think about that. That's an interesting point to put out there.
By the way, hi, Papa.
Oh, what's up? I'm glad wait, I gotta keep quiet. The Chili's people are coming around. They're throwing away their trash. Hey,
Chili's baby back ribs.
I can't let them know I'm stealing their Wi-Fi while hiding out from the orderlies. They'll put me back. Put me back into the old age home.
I'm sending the senior van round to pick you up, Tim. They'll be by the dumpster in a little bit.
God damn it, voices, you snitch.
Oh, listen, I'm just worried. It's a little warm today, and the smoke from the Canadian wildfires are coming in. I'm worried about your breathing there, Pops.
Don't worry. My long, luxurious gray hair will protect me from the sun. It will protect me.
All right, here we go.
It doesn't make sense why people are fighting so hard to hurt Seth, a father of a missing boy, the only person out there trying to help find his son, while the two people that are responsible for that child's disappearance are sitting in hiding, and nobody is saying boo about them. That seems a little fishy in and of itself to me, if you ask me. How did they know you eating with Tony if they weren't following you? I wasn't eating with Tony. I was on a live, and that's the day Terry Bowersock stalked me for a half an hour, and I got out and caught him on camera following me and answering, why is he following me? And he basically told me, I'm not stalking you, prove it. I'm like, what do you think I'm doing, a-hole? And so I was going over to Jonathan's to eat a steak, and so when I got into the restaurant, there was two people that sent me
Listen to that bullshit.
By the way, she's sitting on her bed right now.
Rewrite history. Go back, and you know what? I don't fuck with Savage, but she's got the whole goddamn live where it breaks it down, and you can go right the fuck back over on her channel and watch that whole fucking live where she breaks it the fuck down. You are a whole ass liar, Betty.
By the way, Betty is in her bed right now because I can tell because the green tissue paper in the window is slowly showing through the green screen. So yeah. She's in her bed right now while doing this. Does this woman ever leave her bed?
That's why she's got the green screen sitting behind her.
Jesus Christ. She never leaves her bed.
Did you hear what she's getting ready to say? There were two people that sent her money.
Yes.
$50 for a steak. I only purchased one steak, obviously, but I got, that's what it was over. And it was after that event that I was going to Jonathan's before that situation even occurred. So,
No, the fuck you weren't. No, the fuck you were not.
That bitch asked the cop where she should get a steak at.
Right. Matter of fact, Chronicles of the Oblivious has it on video as well.
Yeah, she stated that she was looking for a place to have a steak. I believe even before she confronted Flower Socks, like she was talking about the steak. So that makes me believe that she was. And that's my memory. Could I
I
be
didn't hear
wrong?
her say nothing about no steak before she fucking went at it with them. Something about after that happened, she said, I ain't going out like that. Chris makes it. She said Chris threatened her. And she goes, I
Okay.
ain't going out like that. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a steak because I ain't going out like that.
Yes. Okay. So she said it afterwards. But how was she able to see the Cash App? Was the Cash App given
It was
the
a
moment?
Venmo. It wasn't a Cash App. It was a Venmo.
Thank you. Was the Venmo given the moment she confronted Bower Sox? And then he was like, here you go. Or was it given before that? That's the thing I'm like a little confused about.
No, I think he sent it after the Bower Sox situation.
Granny's watching says she knew where Bower Sox were well before running into them. She's intentionally ran into them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
After this happened, let's go pull this fucking video real quick.
It was later that night, but the same day. Thank you, Burnson. So later that night.
Yeah.
Okay. So later that night, she gets the Venmo. Okay, after she confronts Bower Sox, and he says, beat up Bower Sox. Okay. And basically, Tony's just admitted on a live stream that he knows that she's confrontational, and it's what he likes.
And he likes her aggression.
And what he does behind the scenes.
Yeah. 8:50 p.m. is on the screenshot. Thank you. I couldn't see this that time, so thank you for the correction, Burnt Toast. So 8:50.
Okay,
Sorry,
hold on.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
8:50. Okay, there we go. 8:50 p.m. is on the screenshot. So it was well after the incident because it was during the day that it happened.
Which him saying behind the scenes, that means that I bet they have a lot more than what we're seeing for that protective order. Because I'm sure she's been doing stuff that hasn't been on camera, which I know we know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He admitted it. That's behind the scenes.
Yeah, he said that she's done a lot of shit for him behind the scenes.
Well, hell, just what we've seen her do publicly with her recording is enough to get the ex parte order. Imagine what they know from behind the scenes.
That's what I mean.
Right.
No, it's just crazy BS. That's what it is. Did you know a Bower Sock worked for NASA? Well, I can tell you that they seem to have friends or appear to have friends in some high places. This is why Seth, in my opinion, doesn't trust law enforcement because they won't satisfy his mind whether there are a Proudfoot or a Bower Sox or family associations that work inside the department.
He's a corrections officer.
Family in high places and, yeah.
He's a corrections officer. What are you talking about? He doesn't trust the police. If he doesn't trust the police, then why is he showing up for work?
He's not. I guess he hasn't had that job for a while.
Like, okay. But he's like a corrections officer. What are you talking about? He doesn't trust the police. If he doesn't trust the police, then maybe he shouldn't have been a corrections officer. Maybe he should have been like something else. I don't know. But like what are you talking about? Like if he's that dumb when it doesn't trust the police, then why are you a corrections officer? Like, and they all act like the Katie and Chris was like some sort of mafioso figure with a bunch of money, just showering the money around to all the police officers and have all this fucking resources. They don't. They're middle class people. They're not multi-millionaires. They have a nice home with a couple of things. They're middle class. They don't have pay off the police chief money, pay off all the police money, or pay off like the fucking mayor money. They just don't. Stupid. Stop. Like with these people, they just have to build them up bigger and bigger because that's part of the whole conspiracy. The conspiracy is to build them like this overwhelming force. So it doesn't look like they're bullying these people, bullying a family. It makes it look like they're fighting the man. They're fighting the authority figures, the cops, the corrupt cops, and the paid off senators or something like that. And the truth of the matter is, it's a bunch of fucking people, thousands and thousands of people, all getting together to harass maybe 4 people, 5 people max. And if you put them all together, let's say we put them in real life. We put 4 people here and we put like 10,000 people on the other side, it would make a clearer picture of the clear bullying and harassment that is happening. But because it's online, you don't see it as much, you don't realize it. And these people did not come on YouTube, become famous, or commentary channels. These are people that came for help, to spread awareness for their kid, and all they got in return is basically people shitting on them on a consistent basis. And it's nasty. And it's really a cautionary tale for every, I mean, I say this, I mean, to every family, like, you know, be careful about these, what, you know, deal with. The problem is, I feel like Chris and Katie didn't fuck up, and this whole situation was built up by Seth, who basically went on all these channels and basically allowed the mob to come after his ex-wife and all that stuff without being responsible, in my opinion. I don't think he was being responsible at all. So, well, it is what it is. Sorry for the rant.
Well, it's very clear that Seth makes it Seth is coming off that this is Katie's fault. We've heard him make statements stating that.
Yeah, he made multiple statements about that. And honestly, I mean, like, basically, Mr. Tony Mathis, who's supposed to be the spokesperson, is supposed to basically explain, you know, be the PR guy, also states that as well. He says, oh, I believe he never left that house. Well, we know what that implies, sir. We're not idiots. You know, you're implying that Katie did something to him because, you know, if Katie's in the house and, you know, Sebastian never left the house, then that implies that you're claiming that Katie did something to Sebastian. That's simple as that. So you have a theory on the case, but you're pussyfooting around it because you don't want to actually put it out there for some reason. I don't know why. And honestly, that shouldn't be his job, to be honest with you. His job should really be, I mean, to basically talk to Seth and be like, hey, what do you want me to say? And then listen to him, write it down, and say, okay, we can't say this, we can't say that. We got to be clear. Let's focus on this stuff. Don't say anything stupid. Don't, you know, go on a panel with Uncle Taco and talk about sexual innuendos on an open panel. We can't do that, Seth. Things like that. And then just go professionally, jump on a live streamer or news, say what the case is about, and that's it. It's not to be a detective. It's not to be anything. You're a PR guy, but he's like a PR guy, investigator, vigilante, I don't know, searcher, forensic man, drone driver, editor. It's a YouTuber, TikToker. It's like, man, you need to just pick a lane and just do it. That's it. The PR guy, that's it. And move the fuck on. Was Seth actually doing guard position? I heard a rumor he was working in the parking garage because his shoulder injury. You know what? It's so many rumors going around. I don't know. The one thing I do agree with JLR with, I wish that the cops just basically came out, explained the situation with the Seth, you know, with the tape him being on recording at work, and just explained that a little bit. And I think that probably would satisfy Seth a little bit if they just went out, explained the situation, said, hey, he was on at work, he was on recording, but we can't lift him from being, cleared. We're still doing an open investigation, but he was on a recording or something like that. And that's pretty much it. That's what I just said. But this whole protest at is it a paid protest, Voices? Like the $25? Is that the paid protest? Okay, I'm not kicked out. I guess I don't know. She'll see BHB now, the one being used. Olivia, don't mess with her. Olivia's skedaddle away. Olivia's probably just ghosting her and hoping not to confront with her. That's true. Mom put tomatoes and vinegar into. Okay, let's see. Everyone's suddenly quiet. I don't know what happened.
I was just waiting. I was just waiting. That's all.
Oh, okay. I don't know if Queen's there or not. She can hit the play button. Be quiet. Anyway, boys, is this the $25 the paid event, the protest, or is it just like I'm a little confused?
Like I don't know what the details on it, but I had heard that it was $25 per rider. It's kind of like what they do poker runs out here, and it's like you got multiple stops. And to ride in it, it costs $25, right? Because then the money then is given to that Mutt Motel. Now, I don't know, like I don't understand how that works. Like,
Is the bike
money motivated people from my perspective? And I don't see how they're going to be, all these money motivated people are going to be okay with that money going somewhere else.
So the bike event, is Betty going to the bike event, or is she doing a separate protest? That's what I'm a little confused about.
Well, that's the thing. I can't, it sounds like it's all wrapped up in one. Like
so they're going to
ride and then they'll do the gathering of voices. They ride to the gathering of voices, but I could be incorrect. The protest is on a different day. Okay. That makes
thank
sense.
you. Because it seems like there's that's another piece of confusion. Because I hear about the event, I hear about the $25, and then I hear the protest their voices, and I'm like, if people have to pay $25 to protest, that's kind of crazy.
Oh, the $25 protest is on a different day than the bike event. Oh my God, are you kidding me? That's why I didn't understand it. Not the same day, two different events. The bike fundraiser is the 24th. The protest is on the 26th.
Thank you for the clarification. I was like confused with that one. I was like, what the hell are we talking about?
See, I thought it was all the same day. I just thought they were all confused on their dates on it.
Like Betty's gonna jump on a bike, like a bicycle, and just drop, like, because she can't afford a motorcycle. She's gonna be on a bike, and she's like a kid's bike, and just bike behind.
Yeah, no, I don't see her riding a bicycle, but I
Puts
doing one of those like reverse tricycles, right?
Reverse tricycle. She tapes the bullhorn on her reverse tricycle and rides into the police station. Wait a minute, instance. I'm really out of breath, by the way. What exactly?
Bullhorn Betty coming through.
Stolen tricycle. Yeah. What is exactly? Well, they're protesting. Her protest is basically that they should clear Seth. That's the protest. They're like, we want Seth cleared. We want the cops to go out and make a statement saying Seth had nothing to do with anything. He's cleared. And that's basically it. That's the protest. And $25 is the bail money.
Yes, there are two events, Beth. We have just figured it out. There are two events on two different days. And what day is her court?
Her court's, I thought it was the 22nd. And if she doesn't show up, it's going to get granted. I don't think the judge is going to play anymore. I think like there's been plenty of chances given to her. She's on notice. She knows that she's supposed to be there, or at least call in or something, and she's avoiding service. So I think, like, I knew the first time, I figured they were going to extend it, but I think right now they're going to grant it if she doesn't show up, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, you would think you would show up, like at least be like, hey, can I be on by Zoom? I live in Florida. I don't want to be there in person. I'm going to fight it on Florida. Can you send me the Zoom link? You know what I mean? Because if it's granted, they're going to take her guns. Her gun.
Well, listen, it looks like there might be actually three events, because then it sounds like there's a counter protest being planned.
A counter protest? Why would there be a counter protest?
To protest Betty.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't know. I thought the protest was him just sending that letter. JLR. He was like, I'll support you, and here's a $50 Dunkin' Donuts card.
Well, you know,
maybe that was
maybe that it wasn't enough to get their full attention, so they had to go a little bit above and beyond.
Maybe he gave the $50 Dunkin' Donuts card to give to the sheriff so he could pay off Betty to not be there. Her price is about $50.
Well, here's the problem with that. Then that would make the chief of police or the acting sheriff or whomever, whatever his new title is, that would make him corrupt. and I'm pretty sure they're not going to go for something like that.
I get it. I get it. It was a joke. The $50 thing. I still find it crazy. The woman basically says, "I will not commit a crime for $50. I will consider committing a crime for $5,000, and I might consider not doing the crime that you specified. I might do the crime where I'll steal your money and run away with it. I am a good Christian woman, and I am not a criminal." Like, oh my God. Like, only like in my mind, someone has like, very dark thoughts in their heads, thinks about the possibility of committing crimes for $5,000 and to run away with the money. Like, I've never thought of a situation like $5,000 is pretty cheap, to be honest with you, for you to risk your freedom for. I don't know. That seems like that's really cheap.
Right. I don't think there's any amount of money that I'd risk my freedom for.
Yeah. Sorry, it's Tiffany. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think there would have to be a lot of money. And I don't even think I would want to actually risk going to jail.
The more money, the longer prison sentence you're getting. So,
yeah.
Right.
I don't even think I would want to go to jail.
I don't know. Go for a couple millies because, I mean, you're going to sit there for a little while anyway. So,
What's
you might
the
as well
point
make it well worth it. If you're going to fuck up, you better do it right.
Yeah,
$100 million.
For $100 million, they're going to send you there for life.
I could see Betty making somebody's life hell, but I mean, not for $50. Shit, I don't know. Maybe free, but
I mean, did you see what she's eating lately?
On her own accord, you know what I'm saying? Because she does her own shit, but I don't fucking, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I guess.
Queen, this lady's hard up. Okay, I was listening to JP, and apparently she had to eat like a half rotten tomato, some potatoes, and angel hair pasta.
Did she really?
Oh yes, bitch, yes. She had a half rotten tomato, some oversalted potatoes, angel hair pasta.
Did she talk about this? Did you guys fucking cook this shit?
No, she talked about what she made for her her bottom of her. It was like hobo stew meets back of the cupboard casserole, like on your most like rolling pennies poor day.
Yeah, like she barely could.
What the fuck? And look, Tiffany said, "Yep, she explained it all. Queen, she eats rotten food."
I'm telling you, she's got to have cast iron guts, yo.
Why would you even talk about it? Like, I mean, it's one thing, I guess, if you have to fucking eat it. Well, why would you talk about it and tell everybody about it?
Like, how do you fuck up? Like, there's so many recipes that you can make with potatoes. And this lady makes the worst recipes. I was watching someone make a noche with eggs and I think eggs and potatoes and stuff like that.
Oh, gnocchi, yeah.
And flour. Gnocchi. Thank you. I fucked that up. I've seen someone make that. How do you fuck up? How do you make something so disgusting? Like, who the hell mixes half rotten tomatoes, potatoes,
and the almost
angel
expired
hair?
Bacon? Yes.
I forgot the bacon. You're right. There was the bacon, the half expired bacon. I guess that could be a one
You should super chat her $10 for fresh tomatoes. She lives in motherfucking Florida. There ain't no excuse why she shouldn't have fresh fucking tomatoes. There ain't no way she ain't got a neighbor that'll give her a fucking fresh tomato or that she can't find a farmer's market stand.
I mean, you could use the bacon as guanciale, which is basically a special, like I think the cheek of a pig that they use in Italy. It's like a fatty thing on the thing, but she doesn't quite watch. But that's like a cheap version of guanciale.
But she can't leave her house, otherwise she won't be able to do the 26th.
Didn't you guys see what Beer Can Island said? Manatee County has no desire to serve her. They'll leave it up to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Ollie oxen free, Betty. You can move about your house.
Yeah, you can take your green screen down.
I do have to say, I have bought close to date meat before, but it's never been gray. And I've cooked it right away.
You came right home and cooked it. She comes home and lets it sit in her fridge for a couple of days and then gets.
Oh, and then she leaves it out for half the day to warm up. I sure wouldn't do that with close to date meat.
Especially
pork.
pork. Like, have you noticed the 90%
Right.
of what she eats is pork?
She doesn't even eat, like, oh my god, that poor dog's gonna eat the leftovers too, I imagine.
Well, pork is not good for little dogs. Not by
Yeah,
any
that-
means. Especially for the little dogs.
Well, and
no.
that's a cute little dog, but it sure as hell does not look like a fucking chihuahua. At all to me.
I agree with you on that.
Watch that dog grows to be like 120 pounds. She's like,
No, it just looks like it doesn't look like it just looks like it's a different kind of a breed, like a mixed breed of some sorts.
It doesn't look like it has enough chihuahua in it because it's not like apple headed or doe headed or
Right.
you know what I mean? It's not any, it doesn't
And it's
line
got like
up.
a short body. It's like a we'll figure it out when it gets a little bit bigger, but yeah, it's not full-blooded chihuahua, that's for sure.
pure chihuahua.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Miss Brittany, how are you, baby? I see you back here. Give me 1 second. Here we go. How are you, baby?
Hey, Queen.
What's up, honey? What you doing?
Hi,
If
Brittany.
Hey, everybody. If my voice gives out, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to say I would not let Betty cook me anything. Nope. After what I heard she made herself to eat, yeah, no. I'd go on a hunger strike before I eat that stuff.
Well, it's
That's
nasty. I mean, like, how do you fuck up tomatoes? How can you not make a tomato sauce with tomatoes?
How can you not want fresh tomatoes? That's what I want to know.
Like,
But I'm
this-
also a granddaughter of a farmer, so the whole letting tomatoes rotten, yeah, that's not an option.
Oh, hell no. We would have had those sons of bitches canned before they even started looking like they were going to turn.
Exactly.
JP says I would eat deep fried dog shit before I ate anything from her house.
Gross.
Oh, Melissa, I'm so sorry, honey.
I'm
Oh, I'm
with,
sorry about Melissa. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that.
I'm kind of with JP on that. I think I'd rather go hungry. I do want.
I'm sorry, Melissa.
I am too.
What happened with Melissa?
Her dog passed away today.
She
I
found her
didn't
dog
see
passed away.
I didn't
Oh,
see
man.
that till just after Voices said it.
That is sad.
But yeah, I would not let Betty cook for me at all. Voices, yes. Betty, no.
I'm a good cooker. I am a good cooker.
Hey, you got any tips for sore throat? I'd greatly appreciate it.
Go eat some marshmallows. Seriously, eat the marshmallows. The glycerin in the marshmallows will coat your throat and it'll make it feel better.
Also, honey.
Are you serious? Marshmallows?
Yeah.
Or honey.
I thought that was like a joke.
I gargle with salt water.
You gargle salt water. You can use honey, like what B. Tim said, but marshmallows, from what I've found, marshmallows are actually the best. You chew it up and let it eat 3 or 4 of them, and the glycerin will help coat your throat and you'll feel better.
You know what I heard really helps, Brittany? Really, really helps?
Yeah, we did.
Half-run tomatoes. I've heard that it's done a great job for Betty's throat. She's not coughing as much.
Nope.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I've heard the back of the chili. Do you think she's getting all from the back of the chilies? Like all the food that they throw away? Like, it sounds like to me like it's a mishmash. It's like things they throw away in the back of the chilies, like angel hair. And she just goes back there and she just grabs all the food they throw away and brings it to her house.
I think that she gets all the Chili's wait staff to scrape everything into one of those big gray bus tubs, and then she goes and picks it up once a day, or she has it dropped off at her house, and that's her slot for the next day.
She like goes over and says, "I'm here to get donations for the homeless," and she gets the rotten food and she starts cooking it.
I could see her doing it.
Maybe she was trying to make things mold so that she could feel better with antibiotics.
That's true. It's true.
All
I'm kind
right,
of shocked. I'm shocked she doesn't grow tomatoes in her backyard, to be honest with you. She has a big
Yeah,
backyard.
that's weird. They're not that
Beats
hard.
him,
if
her
you
last
know.
plant died. Come on now. She can't keep a tomato plant alive. Her actual.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Don't you think a father of a missing child should know that? And why would you work so hard to hide that information from a father when a mother and a stepfather have lost a child? That aspect of stuff should be ultra transparent, in my opinion. As far as the $50 you have done worse for less. I don't get paid for the stuff I do, okay? I just want to let you know. Paid? What do you mean? You've done far less? I don't get paid, so everything I've done is for less pay than $50 steak. Jeez Louise, I don't stalk people. These are public cases. I'm allowed to cover public cases. You got freaking Vinnie Politan outside of the house with his freaking standing in the street talking in front of the house he's talking about. How do you think he does that? It's lawful. It's illegal. You can't do that. I doubt driving by a house 2 or 3 times constitutes harassment or stalking, especially when it's for filming purposes. I have a legitimate purpose for being there on public roadway.
Vinnie Politan doesn't go running up on fucking cars. He doesn't follow people to fuck around. He doesn't have people sending him $50 super chats for steaks after they just fucking followed him and, you know, did all kinds of stupid shit and then threatened to go get a gun and, you know, have a GoFundMe, put a GoFundMe together so that you can have money be sent to you to get one, and then talk about, you know, having it on you. So, you know, then you went home and was talking about having your machete and taking that with you. Yeah, it's a fucking problem, man. Especially when you're driving past their house at fucking 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, middle of the goddamn night, tweaking hours.
How about Vinnie Politan actually works for a legitimate news organization?
Right.
And you're plain dough nobody, Betty?
He also has something called media liability insurance. So something you don't have. So when, you know, you get sued for your bullshit eventually, Betty, you're not going to be too happy. I guarantee. Eventually, it's coming down the pipeline. Someone will decide to sue you one day. And when that day comes, I will read the complaint and laugh at you. Because it will happen to a no better deserving person.
Well, technically, Queen is suing her right now.
That is true. I do laugh at that a lot, too. So, but she'll get sued again. Actually, this will be the 3rd lawsuit if she gets sued because she has the copyright situation. So she's being sued there.
Oh, good gracious, go away, lady. You've got some mental issues.
She must be talking to herself in the mirror.
She just got a glimpse of herself in the camera.
That's what I said, Rebecca. Go away. I'll chip in for Betty's lawsuit if it comes back. Back off, Karen. Well, you know what? We've already hired an attorney for this nonsense that Kirsten, Katie, and the Bauer Sox have started, but it's malicious prosecution, so I'm hoping that I can get it on the back end of it. But if you guys are more than welcome to contribute on my Cash App, it's the $sign. No, I think it's StarBaby2ALG, and the rest of them PayPal and.
Yeah, she's definitely begging for money for an attorney.
Little too late, I would say. A little too late.
It's a little too late to do the right thing now.
Because the protective order attorney is probably going to cost $5,000. He's going to have to be there. He's going to have to argue all 4 of them. I think it's going to be a minimum of $5,000, to be honest with you, because he's going to have to argue 4 separate cases. And, you know, if I'm hearing like what's right with coming, you know what I mean? There's going to be another one coming down the pipeline. So, you know, it is what it is. It's like 3. So he's pretty fucking screwed. And he doesn't stream from bed. She doesn't stream from bed. She's streaming from bed right now. You could tell with the green screen in the background, paper. But if he has to go in there and argue for 3 separate for 3 separate ROs to fight against that, that means he's probably have to do prep work. He's going to have to watch the video, number 1, make an argument for that, then make an argument about the other things that they're going to claim. That takes hours to do. If the lawyer's charged, like, let's say, if she gets really lucky and she gets an attorney for $3.50 an hour, it's probably going to take him a good 5 hours, 6 hours to prep for the case. Then he has to go into court, sit in court, argue it, then wait, then argue again. So, yeah, $5,000 is not going to be unrealistic that she's going to need. And the problem is that she's probably going to lose, number 1, because they have legitimate claims against her. And it's not a good situation. more than $5,000. We have $4,000 retainer with our attorney for one case, and we're plaintiff. She's a defendant, and she's gonna. No, I'm talking about just a defendant for the RO. It's probably gonna be like 5 or more. You know what I mean? So it could be 8. But and then if she needs a forensic expert for another case, she does realize like experts cost lots of money because the expert's going to have to testify in your trial too.
Plus, they have to get there, and there's travel and lodging expenses and all that.
Yeah, it's going to be like, how did you procure this, Mr. So-and-so forensic man? And who do you think is going to have to pay the hours for the forensic expert to work? Dumbass. So stupid. She has no clue what the hell she's talking about. I swear to God. I wish you just moved to China. I swear to God, I'd be so happy.
Tim wants her deported.
Like, send her to China. I swear to God. North Korea. Either or. She'll like it there. You know, no one has the internet really. No one can talk about the great leaders, you know, and you get to, you know, hang out there, and that you can easily hang out there, you know, and see if you
she's already on TikTok, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll like it there. This is a dictatorship. You like dictatorships, don't you, like Betty? Don't you, Betty?
Oh, Peggy A.F. Pennington has been around for years. She is not a troll. She is a long-time creator out of the UK.
What did she say? Let me see.
Yeah, AF's been on the panel a lot. She's definitely not a troll, babes. I don't know who told you that, but they were fibbing you.
And she's very, very nice.
Anyway.
And I don't want to promote this idiot.
There's a few idiots. You gotta be precise on the idiots. There seems to be dozens and dozens and dozens of idiots I've known so far. Let me see. Let's see.
I meant the one that said he was doing an interview with Katie, which was a fucking lie. Clickbait shit.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. I heard someone clipped it. Yeah.
Anybody checked into troubles on the scene?
Here, Quinn, I put the I think I found a clip channel that has it actually. You might need to mute it for sounds because the music or something like that. If you want to check it out.
Does anybody know what kind of meat was in that back of the cupboard hobo casserole thing that she made yesterday? Other than bacon.
I don't know, man, but I don't think really bacon goes with angel hair pasta and potatoes.
That's a lot of starch in one meal, in my opinion.
Like, why wouldn't you just
bacon? Bacon.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just get like 2 slices of bread, cut the tomatoes up, and then make a fucking, tomato bacon sandwich? Maybe add some mayo to it. Like,
how about a bacon, lettuce, and tomato?
Yeah, if you have lettuce. Well, she doesn't have lettuce, But
you know what I mean. Bread either beats him.
That's true. Does she have flour? She could make her own bread.
Just bacon.
It's instant yeast and some flour, and some little bit of time. She can She can make her own bread. I've done it.
Wow. Listen, as angry as she is, if she would have tried kneading dough, could you imagine those would come out like rocks of bread?
Yeah. Well, she would also need a Dutch oven as well.
Fried green tomatoes. I mean, it's coming on mater season. I've already put up 22 jars of tomatoes.
Oh my God,
Tomato sauce, canned tomatoes, tomato paste. I've got jars everywhere.
Oh my God, B. Tim has jokes. She isn't making bread. Yeah, I mean, that would require her to have patience and the ability to plan ahead for cooking. Because usually you need to leave the bread, I think, what is it? Like, I think usually I leave it for like overnight usually. Once it's the flour and the water and the yeast. So.
But do you use the sink to make bread?
No, I don't use the sink to make bread. I usually, make it the night before, and
well,
leave
you let it
around.
rise in the sink. If you do it right, you stick your dough in the sink, and then you cover it with plastic wrap, and then you fill the other side with warm water, and it makes it rise faster.
And I don't think Betty knows how to make pasta. I mean, that would also require time and patience as well.
Do you use your flat top stove to make bread, like Fanny?
What do you mean use your flat top stove to make bread?
Your glass top stove. Shani used to put flour and stuff and mix her dough and stuff all on her flat top stove.
Why?
Did you not have a rolling what do they call it? Cutting board, rolling board?
Yeah, it was all over the stove.
Oh my God. The chat is rebelling. It's like, no. I once made
a whole HR department again today.
I once made a Dutch oven on 150-day survival challenge. Did you? Interesting.
Oh, I can make bread in a Dutch oven. Oh yeah, on a campfire. Oh hell yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I would recommend everyone to get a Dutch oven. They're usually pretty good to have around the kitchen. They're a versatile item to have, actually. Let me see. I don't know, man. Betty just makes nasty food. She doesn't know how to cook. I don't know. I'm not surprised. Her mother probably never taught her how to cook. She had to learn how to cook from, I don't know, probably some TikTok videos. She's probably watching TikTok to learn how to cook.
Honestly, Tim, cooking like that is a taught trait. It's a learned trait. I bet you that's the kind of stuff her mom cooks, to be 100% honest.
Yeah. I don't know, man. She eats nasty stuff. She looks nasty. Her bed's nasty. Her house is nasty. Everything's nasty. I mean, she's literally on a 3-story size bed that might have bed bugs with a back with the sheet with the black of it is like some sort of green paper screen.
It's a green paper tablecloth from the Family Dollar, damn it.
Yeah, and then she's like sitting there with, with the either in her underwear or really, really short pants.
I don't believe she has bottoms on.
I don't know. I saw a screenshot. It looked like she was wearing shorts, real short shorts, and I'm like, is that underwear or those short shorts? Because those are the shortest shorts I've ever seen.
Short shorts.
Short shorts.
If you dare wear short shorts, ne'er wear short shorts.
Yeah. They let me make.
That's a blast from the past.
But she's nasty, man, and she eats the nasty stuff. And it's it's not that expensive to if you're you're not a vegan and you're just eating normal, you're just you're not a particular group of food. You could easily cook pretty good meals pretty easily. I mean, you need flour, eggs.
Okay, check this out. Oh, wait. Is that the video you just put back here in the back?
Yeah, I just put it in the back for you. The yeah, like it's a clip of it
Because oh, okay. I was gonna say I got his stuff up here, but he switched it up real.
Yeah, but that has the original.
Yeah, I got the screenshot of it too, but I just which I was gonna read right now, but I didn't know that was the video that you sent.
Yeah, I just put it in the back chat, and I
It's
just
like five. It's like 5 minutes long, so I didn't know.
Well, it's going to read through the comments as well, the video of people commenting, and what that person says is a reply.
Yeah, because he definitely switched up. It started with Join Me Tuesday live on YouTube as I talked to Katie Proudfoot about easing the pain only a mother can feel with the loss of a child, the dreams and nightmares she must be enduring, as well as the fear of others involved. It's going to be an interesting live stream. Then he plugs his channel. Be sure to subscribe and like and join if I'm right. So then he switches up and says, I'm sure since everybody jumped his ass, this is one day ago and this is edited. Okay, Katie, text or email me if you'd care to be a part of my Tuesday stream. I'm talking to you anyways. So many people have so many questions. If not, it's okay. I have no clue what you're going through, but I would like to. So join me Tuesday on my live on YouTube as I talk with Katie Proudfoot about easing the pain only a mother can feel. And then he goes on and on and on with this bullshit from before. So all he did was add that little part. Okay, Katie, text or email me if you'd care to be a part of my show Tuesday.
Because I'm talking to you, whether you want to be here or not. I'm still talking to you.
Right. Somebody said grifter alert. You're just another liar with clickbait in this case. Yeah, they definitely told him about himself on all these comments. That's for sure. What an asshole to do something like this.
Shame on him.
Well, I mean, the guy's just fucking looking for clickbait. I mean, at this point, is he like a true crime? What type of idiot is this guy?
Don't know, and he's got about 1,000 subscribers, so I'm not shouting the motherfucker out. I don't even want to say his goddamn name. If I see it in the chat, I'm gonna delete it because I'm not fucking giving this son of a bitch not a ounce of nope.
Yeah.
I hope nobody shows up. I hope he doesn't have anybody in there to go fucking to watch his clickbait bullshit because this right here is foul as hell. I don't know how the hell you're gonna say you have a fucking interview with somebody and talk like that and act like you give two fucks, but you really don't.
Yeah, that sounds like someone's trying to channel build at that point because they're fucking irrelevant and a fucking loser. But that's just my opinion.
And given that there's only like 3 places Katie's spoken, what are you going to do? Use other people's interviews with her to give your take on it? Well, that means you're a little bit late to the train there, buddy. You're like the back of the caboose.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the guy's a fucking loser. Sounds like it. I would suggest don't even bother looking at this guy's fucking channel. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's really shitty as hell. I'm glad that Lippy did a video though, because I mean, at least she's got it on there. You know what I mean? But you can tell just another liar, and this is false information. Please stay out of this case. This is a missing child's case, not a time to be clickbaiting and lying. I'm glad people are calling him out. Clickbait. Kim Holmes said, I sure hope this is not a lie because with all due respect, people are invested in this case and our mental and emotional health should not be played with. He wants paying members. Think of all the channels she's been on and she isn't going to choose this channel. No one even knows about it.
Yeah, no shit. Like, Would Katie go on a channel that has like no one watching, or would she rather go on like your like Queen's channel or Nonsense channel or Clues channel? Basically, she could pick any channel with over close to 20 or 100,000 sub people, and she'd be able to go on. Like, why would she pick like a non-existent motherfucking channel? Hell, she could probably just start a live right now and probably get hundreds of people to watch. So stupid, man. And she doesn't want to because she's not dumb. Like, she doesn't want to go on here and fan the flames. She wants to fucking focus on the kid. Like, you know.
So here's his fucking response. Look at his response on here. This shit's wild as fuck to me.
Great question.
Yeah, great question. Ultimately, that's her decision. At this point, all I can say is I'm not psychic, nor do I do tarot card readings.
It says physic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he meant to say psychic, but he said physic.
Yeah, that's physic.
Oh, physic. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm just reading.
I'm not physic. I'm not physic. You got to read it right, Queen. You got to read exactly.
Well,
what
I
he
just
said.
was changing it to read it the correct. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to read it.
Don't do the work. Don't do the work for him. Like, he's an idiot.
I mean,
show he's an idiot. Can I read it? Can
I mean, I guess he is.
Can I read it?
Yeah,
go ahead. You do it better. Okay. You'll read it that way. Go ahead.
Great question. Ultimately, that's her decision. At this point, all I can say is I'm not physic, nor do I do tarot card readings. I'm just an old guy trying to keep Sebastian's name out there with all the other cases happening and missing children. I believe it better to pull from the combined pool of shared knowledge. Whether she'll be live on my live stream or sends me a letter or email, only time will tell. Just like finding what happened to Sebastian, right? What a fucking idiot. He says physic. He can't spell psychic. He can't even Google it.
Look, but the title's misleading. Join me Tuesday live on YouTube this says take, but should be talk to Katie Proudfoot. So is she coming onto your live? Is it pre-recorded chat with her or just clickbait to get yourself more subscribers? He said, I'm not sure.
What a clown.
Jeez, who photoshopped that pic? I don't know. However, I find a very attractive photo, which is why I chose it. Maybe she'll reach out to me before I go live tomorrow. You fucking
idiot.
Well, I could if I were.
I'm on YouTube. I hope this is. It says I hope this done with care and respect. This ain't yep, is it?
Yeah, that's yep. I think
what? Most likely clickbait negative. I will talk to her. Not real. Audacity said correct. Yep. Lovely. Very real. I'm not a bot. Nobody said you were. Your word games and attempting to highbrow over your choice of words and presentation won't work. It's gross and wrong. Awareness isn't done this way. It's using this child and his situation. Joy says Katie knows what happened and needs to speak up.
I'm not physic or anything, but I could. I see a TRO coming in this fool's future.
Not physic. I'm not physic. Oh my god.
I'm not physic or anything, but
he said he would talk to Katie. He did not say he was interviewing her. Just saying. Thank you. You're more observant than most of these people. That's the truth. So yeah, you're doing a play on words. It's going to be great either way. Clickbait. Kim Holmes ain't fucking playing. She said, fuck you in your clickbait, bitch. He said, nope, I will talk to her. What are you going to do? You going to demand her to come over here?
Demand her. I demand her to talk to my talk
to her.
With my 23 subs. I demand she talk to me right now.
What a loser.
She better talk. I have a Subaru.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Subaru. You better listen to me. Please do reading of anything Mark Twain.
Kathy P says no. He did say interview though.
Yeah, but I highly doubt like Katie's like on YouTube and says, "Whoa, this guy who has like shit subs and has almost no one watching him tagged me. Well, I better go on that show and jump on and do an interview with that nobody. He has a Subaru. That's obviously a good sign. He's got a Subaru. No offense to people with Subarus. I'm just making a joke. Just in case anyone just goes after me because of the Subaru comments.
The Subarus are nice cars.
Cheesy always has to fan the flames. I knew you would be.
I mean, they are. I was gonna hop in and say they can do 300,000 easy.
Yeah.
I would love to have a Subaru.
Listen, you need to replace Subaru with he has Subarus.
Subarus.
Subarus. Yes.
Let me see. I knew Cheesy would like a Subaru. She just reminds me of someone that would like that, to be honest with you.
I actually drive a truck. I like trucks, but a Subaru would be nice.
Okay. I could see Beatson driving a Subaru. I don't drive at all. I do not drive. I take the train and I take the bus.
That is so wild. Like, I remember living that life, but right now, if I had to give up my driver's license right now, I would be a little mad. I would throw some more McNuggets.
Honestly, this New York City is fucking terrible with cars. You have to pay like freaking $40 probably or $30 an hour just to have a car parked in Manhattan. All right, an hour. It's stupid. You know what I mean? It actually takes you longer with cars to get to anywhere in Manhattan. You're better off with a train. It's good for like if you're in the area, like let's say somewhere in Brooklyn or something, like that's not near a train or something like that. I get it, but honestly, like with New York, like cars are not that great unless you're like traveling with like a lot of people. New Jersey, yeah, you definitely need a car in New Jersey though, definitely.
I drive a big SUV.
I drive a big diesel truck.
I like how you did the evil laugh when you did I drive a diesel truck.
It wasn't evil. I said, more power, like.
No, that sounded like an evil laugh, like, ha ha ha, bioman. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to drive a monster truck through that eats 50 gallons of gas per mile.
It is. It's terrible. I hate it. I do have a minivan for when I don't need the truck. So.
Oh, BTM, you're in Rex Harriman territory. No, I don't live where he used to come in the city. Luckily, I never met the man. That would be kind of weird.
Oh, I got a little bit of a video to show real quick. Jay is for Justice Every Day with Jay went ahead and put this together real quick because we had questioned, we had talked about it up here. And so, you know what? I think this was a great little video here that you did real quick here, because I was sitting here saying I thought it was a legit Michaela's Mutts. So let's see here.
Evidence in this case. I'm about to pull a whole bunch. I'm about to drop some evidence in this case. I'm about to pull a whole bunch of shit in this case. That's what I'm about to do.
Oh,
and you know what? When I get the evidence that I need, and by the way, I just hired a forensic guy. When I get the information I need, your ass is brass. Your ass is brass. All this intimidation while I'm in lawsuit with you, you're going to be sanctioned. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but
I looked this up myself. Michaela's Mutts is not the same Michaela.
No,
that's not her. This lady was she's a veteran.
It's a very unfortunate name, but it's not the same Michaela. And she is a phenomenal human. So is her husband. They have their business licensed. Everything's filed properly. But just to show you how vile some of these content creators are, her husband is the one that trapped this IP address. The gentleman that sent it did not realize her husband was an IT guy. Mm-hmm. So he had 4 or 5 emails.
Oh,
more from a V.
So there you go. That's great.
Yeah. So is that the IP guy, the same one that Betty has hired?
That's the one I bet.
I was guess. That would be my guess if I had to guess.
VPN, but one of them was captured about 6 minutes from his house.
Yeah, that's a big problem. It's a very big problem.
Yeah. And that's where they are gonna donate. That's where they're donating to for their choice
Yeah.
of charity, for their voice, for the whatever voices, where they're going to do their speak for the voices or whatever it is.
Wow.
But you know what? Tony Mathis is the
And
greatest.
that's the IP guy. So the same guy they're going to donate the money to the same is the same guy. That's the IP guy tracking IP addresses. The same IP guy that Betty possibly hired.
Yeah, it's interesting. At the moment that Tony Mathis gets an IT guy, Betty's talking about hiring a forensic expert. But we know she bullshits. It's probably just an IT guy or whatever, someone that knows how to use a computer.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, this is why Tony Mathis is the greatest PR guy. He really did a great job here for the charity and not making it sound sketchy.
Yeah, then he'll sit and talk and say, well, I don't want to speak for Seth. You're Seth's PR guy. What the fuck you mean? You're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
What happens if this Michaela's husband actually does this for a living for a company, and now Tony just implicated him? Like,
yeah,
Tony is the worst at what he does.
Yeah, that's really a brilliant tactic to do, to kind of do a snitch on the guy that might have did you a favor. Fantastic job.
Yeah, that's a fucking problem. So that's.
And how did he know to get that if you and he hadn't already had a conversation about this?
Oh, wait. Elevated Truth dropped a video this morning. Put out a very telling video this morning. Something about Seth. Hold on. Wasn't at work between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. and that he can be seen on video walking beside Sebastian. J for J explains it.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the same. Okay, so I've been following this a little bit. This, from what I understand, and I could be wrong, so just FYI, I'm going to do some paraphrasing. Essentially, there were some messages that J for Justice was sent by Terry Lynn with this information in there, and then Terry Lynn tried to get Jay to enhance the flashlight video because, in Terry Lynn's opinion, you can see Seth with his ponytail and Sebastian walking in it. Now, I don't believe it. I believe that's Terry Lynn and her craziness, but I mean, it's definitely something to, like, I don't understand why all this stuff would be. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, my understanding is like a lot of people believe that either Terry Lynn was trying to set up Jay with that bullshit email, because I need to see proof of this supposed 2 hours, because 2 hours is kind of a big break to me. I'd be shocked if like the people are like, you're talking about a prison.
Yeah, and they don't just let the corrections officers leave for 2 hours and then come back. That's not, they don't do that.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna need some more. Like, I need to see proof, but of this.
When they go to work, they're in prison all day too. They're locked in and then released at the end of their shift.
But like, but if people, you know what I mean, like it's a little something that would be nice if the officers, you know, the police stated, hey, we got him on video. He's definitely never left the prison. That'd be nice. But that's the thing. I think if they just said that as a statement, I think that'd probably be good enough for Mr. Seth. But I mean,
little shoe. I'm a little late, but I'd like my place in line with the $4.99 super chat.
You got to up it up. How is your 401k? Do you have a Roth IRA? Because you can cash it out. Cash it out and give it to the queen. Any dividend stocks? Maybe gold, silver. I don't know. You'll have to cash it out. The queen accepts gold, silver, and MasterCard. But anyway, that was a joke, by the way. I'm sure
that's Here, well then, one only needs.
Prison.
Hey, hold on. One only needs to know what Michaela's husband's job is, and if he does work for a company that holds that IP, and if he has access to pull IP data for pull PI data for that IP and turn him in. Well, I mean,
Thank Tony Mathis for that. He's a fucking idiot.
I'm sure. Fuck, I'm sure somebody already has. I mean, when
You know what I mean? Like,
that kind of shit happens, man. I don't want anybody from over here to do anything like that. Don't call anybody. Don't turn anybody in. Don't do none of that bullshit. Don't.
But
I
you know,
don't.
but you know who has to be blamed for that? Tony Mathis, because he's an idiot. Because he stated it on a live stream. I mean, like, you stated it on a live stream with thousands and thousands of people watching. I'm sorry, if there's a problem, if something happens to that guy, you know what that guy should do? He should blame Tony Mathis, because Tony Mathis is an idiot. Because if there was something that wasn't supposed to be said and Tony Mathis went on a live stream and ratted him out, come on. Blame Tony Mathis if anything happens to that guy, because Tony Mathis is an idiot. Worst criminals ever. Like, that's a word.
Right.
Who rats out on someone who does them a favor about the IP address, like on a live stream?
Right.
That makes no fucking sense at all. Like,
Well, because these people are idiots. They're trying to do stuff that's out of their capabilities. None of them have the brains to pull any of this shit off that they're trying to do allegedly, and they can't handle it. They're dumb.
I mean, you have
outside your scope.
Yeah, you have this guy arguing that he doesn't join a group to just like do character assassinations against groups of people he doesn't like. But at the same time, during the same interview, he's talking about, well, I found out someone's IP address from this IT guy that works for a dog charity that I asked him to grab because that guy sent a very angry email about me. Brilliant, our PR guy. That's me clapping for your fucking brilliant mind. Like, holy fuck. Where did you get the PR from? Fucking Hannibal Lecter School of Stupidity? I mean, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
Like, Jesus Christ. I don't get it, man. Stupid. It's like, no, shut the hell up. Let me see. I mean, I don't get it why this guy thought it was like a very smart idea to do that. Tony talks in circles like Bets. He talks in circles worse than Bets. That guy talks about everything but the subject he's asked the motherfucking question about. You know what I mean? He would do terrible in New York. In New York, he would be fucking, people would hate his guts. Be like, sir, do you want extra cheese on that hamburger? Well, my doctor talked to me and he said that my cholesterol was a little bit high. And I was having little problems going to the bathroom. And you know, the situation is that I just, you know, I like cheese, but I don't know if I should have the cheese. What do you think? There's a great sign over there. That looks like a very good quality cheese. Could you put that cheese on my? Actually, I'm not sure if I can have cheese on my sandwich. But you know what? Give me 2 minutes to decide. My friend has cancer. Did you know that? It's like, oh my god.
Will cheese make my wiener grow?
Cheese make my wiener grow. No, sir. No, sir. Cheese does not do that. Sir,
New meaning to cheese dick.
Sir, can you leave the store? It's the establishment now. We don't we're not that kind of establishment. There's you might need to go down to Christopher Street. There might be a shop for you to hang out there to get this you know, that type of cheese if you need that, you know.
Where's Miss Harmony at? Where's she trolling at? I want to know if she's gonna make a trip to Tennessee.
We need a drinking game, cookie jar game going for every time P-Tim activates his southern accent. Well, you'll be drunk when it comes to Tony Mathis. You'll be fucking drunk. I don't know what that Harmony lady. That Harmony lady is wackadoo, honestly. It's not surprising that the wackadoos are attracted to Betty because she's like a wackadoo magnet, you know?
Well, Miss Harmony dates back with Betty all the way to the MGL because she sat up there on a panel with us.
Yeah. Amy said, "Oh, so he'll say wiener, but not cooter."
Well, I mean, there's not too many other words you can say that is a little bit more sensitive when it comes to that. You know, with that particular part.
Well, he has a wiener. He doesn't have a cooter.
Well, I just say I like. And did Brittany go
like,
live?
okay, voices.
Yeah, okay, voices. Did Brittany go live last? I don't even know. I didn't watch. She's like, she. I knew she would go live, be angry about everyone reviewing it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
the damned if I do, damned if I don't.
yeah, ma'am. You asked the most soft call. Like you didn't ask any questions. You backed away from your point. You were going to go and you were going to say this is wrong to attack content creators. But then as soon as the guy jumped on your panel, you're like, oh, whatever you say, Mr. Tony Mathis. Whatever you say, you're just a great. You're so funny.
God, they kissed his ass so bad. Oh my God.
Well, but she went back and clarified last night. I didn't believe him, and I didn't believe him. I caught him in his lies. I was just letting him talk.
Yeah.
What? Like, first off, you believe, like, I knew none of them. I mean, like, when it came to the video, I think, when I heard, like, Justin, all of them, you know, like that unsure, like, yeah, we just, we didn't think it was that. Yeah. I think they definitely were like, they weren't, they have an idea of what that was on that video, but they didn't want to say it. But I think like she really was kissing his ass because unfortunately Brittany's put herself in a very tough position. The position is that if she talks about Seth's negative behavior and Tony Mathis's negative behavior, then she just basically fucking puts her, it's a backfire because she's put herself so far out defending such bad behavior. She's going to lose people, you know what I mean? And lose a lot. And if she, you know what I mean? So she has to keep on kissing that guy's ass. And that's that.
Sorry, I coughed in the mic. I took a drink and started coughing. I couldn't mute fast enough. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, what happened a sec? The problem is, as long as Tony gets what he wants, he doesn't care what happens to that guy. That guy, I think. Yeah, I don't know if he cares about, like, in my opinion, I feel like Tony Mathis is out there just for his own personal fame, and he's just does not care about the people he represents, to be honest with you, and his own ego. Because, like, as a PR guy, you got to put your ego aside. You know what I mean? Like, I was kind of shocked that he would not work with Trevor Lee, that he would not be try to be friendly with Trevor Lee or something like that, in my opinion, and just heal that and make it at least lie and say, yeah, well, I'll work with Trevor Lee. I'll say hello. I'll give him a call and say, let's put our differences aside. We must have gotten our signals crossed wrong. And you know what? My client was very emotional at the time. And I think we should just fix that, repair that little situation. And yeah, you know, like he's just terrible. I think I could be a better PR guy than him. I really do. And I suck at PR. But I will say that I'd probably be a better PR guy than him. She isn't brave. Okay, she isn't brave enough to take his wrench, so Seth is just sit out there and spite. Yeah, I mean...
No, she took his wrench in the very beginning. She did take his wrench.
Okay. I mean, is she high? Her eyes look glossy as fuck. I don't know. And Cheesy's gone. Cheesy coughed so hard she kicked herself off the panel. That one just came out of nowhere. Not sure. Everyone sounds like traveling Southern preacher and B. Tim's accent. Yeah, I gotta work on my Southern accent. I gotta work on it. I want to be like, I gotta be like that guy from what was that? Beverly Hills Cops. Remember that the guy, the African American guy that did the voices?
Eddie Murphy.
No, not Eddie Murphy. I mean, no, the other one. You know, Police Academy. You know the Police Academy?
Police Academy guy. Yes.
Yeah, the police guy. You know, like he does that. Does the robot and stuff like that. Gotta be like that guy. That guy was good. But yeah, she's in a hard position. I mean, but like the problem is she put yourself in that position because you made a live that you were going to go through the text messages, that you were going to be neutral and say, well, this is not good, Tony Mathis. This is a very bad position. And then as soon as Tony Mathis came up and that moment of truth came in that stated, hey, you know, I don't agree with what you're doing, and I think what you're doing is wrong, you folded. And that's simple as that. You know what I mean? You're the one that chose that battle. You could have talked about fucking dogs for that live stream. But you talked about, you know, how Tony Mathis might be fucking working in the back chats and group chats to take down content creators that he doesn't agree with. And then you got it backfired on you. Simple as that.
Agreed.
You sound like the fraudulent traveling preachers you see in tents. Well, I'm kind of going for that a little bit. That actually is a positive remark because a certain person I think is like, in my opinion, is a snake oil salesman because he sells himself as a PR guy that's going to, you know, be neutral and everything, and he's not. Oh shit, we're watching this. Oh no. I'll keep quiet, Queen. You can play.
We've already watched this though. This is an old interview. I'm pretty sure, ain't it? Ain't this?
Yeah. Yeah, this is an old one.
Right. So I mean, and oh shit, here's Pascal up here. I didn't even know he came on.
Site, and then it disappeared. Could you maybe expand on that?
Yeah, that's another.
Children
that's
just don't vanish.
Children don't vanish. Well, fucking.
Chris McDonough is on here. What the hell?
Yeah,
so
he went
I
on
didn't see this. I didn't see all this then. I didn't even watch it all the way through because I thought it was an old interview.
No, it's a clip of old interviews. It was during remember the live where he says, "Oh, you're not a suspect."
Yeah,
I mean, like you are a suspect, and then it just immediately abruptly ended with him, and then he just goes to other people. Yeah, this is the one.
It's the rest. Okay.
This is an old one we watched, but you probably did watch the part where Chris McDonough jumped up, and it was just like they interviewed him. They talked about the case with that guy or whatnot. I don't trust nothing Chris McDonough says. He's an idiot. I'd rather, you know.
No.
Is an awesome 15-year-old boy from Tennessee. His name is Sebastian Rogers. He's a child with autism, and he is missing. Now, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered in this case. Here's more of Sebastian's story.
Inside this beautiful neighborhood in Hendersonville, Tennessee, there's an unsolved mystery. It was a Sunday night going into a Monday morning, and 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers was supposed to be inside his home sleeping. His mother, Katie Proudfoot, says he went to bed at 9, but was making some noise around 10, including a thud sound. Katie told him to go to sleep. She went to bed at midnight. Then at 6 a.m., Katie woke up. She went to his room to get him ready for school, but Sebastian was gone. She searched the house, and he was nowhere to be found. Sebastian's stepdad, Chris Proudfoot, was not home, and Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, was at work about 45 minutes away. Police responded and began trying to figure out what happened. That was February 26, 2024. And
So that was what, 6 months ago? February.
Yeah, almost 6 months, actually. Almost 6 months. It's got one more, I think like another week from to make it official, or 6 months.
All right.
And as the days, weeks, and months have passed, still no sign of Sebastian, no sign of foul play, and no answers about what happened. Did someone harm Sebastian, or did he just walk away? We're searching for answers as we investigate the mysterious disappearance of Sebastian Rogers.
From the beginning, this case has not made a lot of sense because of the lack of evidence, the lack of leads. I want you to take a look, though, at the original Amber Alert in this case, because I think it's significant. The Amber Alert went out, issued on behalf of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian is a 15-year-old white male, 5'5" tall, 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen on February 26, 2024, in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee. February 26th. That's the last time he has been seen. So what's going on right now? You know, we profile missing children all the time, every night. So my question right now is anyone still searching for Sebastian? Let me bring in my special guest, someone I know is still searching. Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, is with us, and also joining us, the Rogers family spokesperson, Tony Mathis. Thank you both for being here. Appreciate the opportunity to speak with you and the opportunity to speak about Sebastian. Seth, let me begin with you. Is anyone still searching for your missing son?
I am. I have a private investigator that's still working on it. She conducts her searches in private. She has her own volunteer base. We're not going to stop until we find it.
Let me ask you this, Seth, outside of what you are doing, is this search still active? Let's talk about law enforcement.
From my understanding, law enforcement is still searching.
Now, see, he hasn't listed any of his search, like he hasn't talked about searching at all recently. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard of any searches by the police going on at all either right now. Have y'all?
No, I haven't heard any of that. I mean, I think there was reference to they're having to keep that secret amongst their group. But even when Seth has claimed that he's searched, has anybody seen him search? No.
No, I've seen him. I think I've seen him search twice. Actually, if you count the boat, like 3 times.
The photo op at the boat that Tony even said the news anchor wanted to see us, so we went out on the flats and got the photo for her. That wasn't even on a search. Tony even said we went away from the search area we were searching in, so nobody would know where we were searching. Like, that's the problem. They are keeping their searching secret, so nobody knows where they're searching.
I mean, why would you keep your search? Like, in my opinion, wouldn't you want to do grid searches so you let people know, well, this is search, and they just do like a real grid search? Yeah, that costs like, and that's what SF was talking about. Like, it costs money to do like a real good grid search, to set up and organize, and then, get one area done, get another area done, cross it out, get another area done, cross it out type of deal. But it seems like very sporadic. It seems like he just walks around the woods with a couple of people maybe and just screams, Sebastian! And just that's it.
Well, and no parent would want to find their child because, I mean, look what happened with in the John Bonet case.
That case was destroyed because of him.
Rush right up. I mean, it's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think like what he's been doing has not been.
Let's not forget he can't search because he had neck surgery.
Yeah, man. I you know what? It's probably arthroscopic. I don't know. He said what did he say? Like how many sections of his back was his disc slips? It sounded like almost every disc slip on his back, but 7 or something like that.
And Tony also said that he's awaiting medical clearance to go back to work.
Yeah.
So here we are back to Seth said, Tony said, Seth said, Tony said.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not one photo of him in the woods searching anywhere he pretended to hurt his shoulder like that day one. Yeah, the only time I've actually saw him searching was with JLR's video where they searched that campgrounds, right? And then I saw the video where it was again JLR. It was in the side of the road with a bunch of other people, including Clue and a bunch of other people. And that's where he faked his shoulder being all messed up and everything.
Well, that's when they were taking the tape off of him and it was, it hurts. It hurts. There's something else that Tony said that's been sticking in my mind with him saying, well, Seth just didn't get his pay until just recently. I thought his coworkers donated their PTO to him so he could have he could still have pay. Like,
I heard of that, but now I'm trying to think, where was the original source of that information?
Pascal, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. But that's the problem. It's it's a lot of smoke and mirrors, like with Mr. Seth Rogers. It's like he doesn't give you a clear timeline of things.
Hey, look what Starry Night said, B. Tim.
According to the sheriff's dispatch, an injunction service was done at 11:14 a.m. on BHP's block.
At 11:14 a.m.
Okay. Today? Oh, okay. Our live streams where Seth yells at Trevor Lee. He said they were searching for places to search. Yeah, man. Like it would be. That's where it's like good to have a professional, like people that were PIs that were willing to work with you for free until you up this idiot that's known as Tony Mathis. Like honestly, he completely fucked this case up because he's an amateur at the end of the day. Tony Mathis doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He might be the greatest crane salesman in the world. He might be a great drone drive like flyer. He might be a great editor of videos, but he is not a good PR guy. He should not be doing this. And people just like immediately say, well, it's just so I don't like this guy at all. I feel like he's really done a disservice to Seth. Really. I think Seth needed a guy to calm him down and talk to him and get him straight and do that. But he got Tony Mathis instead. And that's the problem. I blame a lot of issues on the fact that they allowed this idiot to come on. Well, Deb, it's just a thought that this crossed my mind that he had someone. I don't know. That's a theory some people have. The problem is like that's just like fantasy at that point about like a parolee working with Seth because there's no evidence that points to that. There's nothing out there that actually points to that possibility.
Well, law enforcement would have been able to find that connection by some point.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That they said that they've gone to an investigative approach.
It's like something I thought about, but then I says, what's the basis of proof for that theory? None. So it'd be just like me stating aliens abducted Sebastian because it's the same amount of proof. There's none to connect those two.
Or that he evaporated. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta with this type of case, there's very little out there, and you got to use like the facts to kind of support your theories. If we're just going to make believe what we think, I mean, that's great. But, there's certain things that are pretty odd in the situation, like it being like the, exact 8-year anniversary of the separation. Tony's constant dislike of his wife. Not Tony. I mean, he might dislike his wife. I mean, Seth's total dislike of his wife. The fact that there was, I think his, Sebastian's electronics video game playtime was not being monitored correctly, I think. Shady individuals known as Taco hanging out with, playing games. I mean, there's a couple of shady, there's weird things here and there that just makes me raise it like an eyebrow about. But so far, the truth of the matter is, the only theory I can really think about is either he went out into the woods and they just unfortunately haven't found him in the woods yet, which happens more often than you think, or he just was lured away via some sort of game, on the game, lured by someone to go outside where he didn't realize what was going to happen. Like Angel Turner was lured out, she didn't bring her medications. She didn't bring her cell phone. You know what I mean? And she was, she was lured out, and that happened. She was 15. It's like when you have these online games and these online interactions, anything is possible. And that's what people don't quite understand. And the problem is everyone initially thought that Sebastian's some sort of child that can't, thought he acted like a 6-year-old without realizing, he wasn't that set back. Welcome back, by the way, Cheesy Weezy of the Sneezy.
Thank you. Sorry, I was choking to death and I had to get myself back together again.
Yes, Brianna, I'm right there with you on that same ledge. So if you need some fingernails to chew, I got some long ones. I'm right with you on that. The price has gone up so ridiculous. Can't afford to smoke anymore, so one more vice down the toilet.
Can you grow your own tobacco in the United States?
Tim, I already live where I have to act like I'm fucking Nellie Ingalls Wilder. I am not going to that depth, okay?
You gotta be jeez. I don't even know if that's legal, to be honest with you, to grow your own tobacco. I think you need a license or shit like that.
My goodness, it's been a hell of a day. It has been a hell of a day.
Yeah.
This is Brianna, you got this. What's going on with Brianna here?
She's like cigarettes are costing a lot of money now.
Paid $43 for 4 packs of smokes today. Holy fuck. What's that at? Like $9 a pack?
That's right.
Oh yeah, I paid 10.
And yeah, I was gonna say that's about right, actually. Yeah.
See, my scented life says, yes, Tim, you can. We used to have to cut it when we was teenagers to make money here in Tennessee. I guess that's one avenue. Maybe look up your local laws and see if we can grow your own tobacco and see how that works out for you. It might be cheaper.
Oh my God. $15 a pack. Hold on.
Wow.
In Maryland. It's 16 here.
Oofda.
Come on, Dev, $5 super chat says, hold on. This has been a laid back, fun stream. Thanks, Queen, for letting me chill with y'all. I appreciate that, Dev. Thanks for being here, baby. Holy hell, this is a lot. I guess in Chicago it's like $16 a pack too.
Mine just jumped. They were $6.15 and they jumped to $8.61.
Yeah. I just can't believe that Betty looked like she wasn't wearing pants on a live stream.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Did you see that with the dog in the center like that?
Oh, yes, dog? I did. And Kodo just had it on the thumbnail too. I'm like, oh my God.
Imagine what the dog smells like.
Oh my God. And there's
no.
Oh my God. Oh God, cheesy. No.
I'm already thinking about the fucking bed bugs that are like working so hard to get their way up to that mattress.
Come on.
That poor,
I said that for you, beat them.
Oh my God, that poor dog.
I wanted your reaction. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, that poor dog just like has such a bad situation going on. That poor dog. That dog.
All right, well, I'm gonna go to get Grandma and take her out for lunch and go on about my way. So thanks for having me.
Yes. You have a good one.
Bye. Uh-oh. Am I the new panel killer?
Yes, you are. You are the panel killer.
No, I got
too much for voice.
3 hours and 33 minutes and 13 seconds. So,
all right. You going?
Have a good day, guys.
I gotta do Burnt Toast is live tonight, and I was gonna try to squeeze in my Queen Bee Unbuzzed on the Hive sidebar channel.
Planning on setting the streets on fire. Okay.
I was gonna do a Queen Bee Unbuzzed at 9:30, but Burnt Toast goes live at like 7:30, so I'm not sure if she'll be done at 9:30. I might have to push it off, and I don't know if I'll be able to stay up because getting up at 5:30 in the morning is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, I hate this getting back into this routine, man. Fuck, I'm so damn tired at night.
All right.
I had just on here last night. My ass is like, nope.
Just Samantha says to me, get your ass back in the retirement home. Yeah, I gotta leave the back of the Chili's.
Yeah, you better get your walker and get your ass back over there.
I got to get my walker and make sure to get back to the retirement home before they throw me back. They capture me with a net outside the Chili's. I'm in big trouble, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta go
back over there.
All right, see you guys. Bye. I'm going back to retirement home. See ya.
Thank you for having me. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for hanging out, Cheesy. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you guys for showing love, support, and sending super chats. Cash App, and PayPal. I got those too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Word on the street is Chris filed an RO. Yep, I heard that too, but I didn't have any proof of it, so I didn't want to say it yet. But just another troll came in like a wrecking ball with it, so there you go. I knew there was one coming down the pipeline. I just didn't know if it had been filed yet. So anyhow, oh, you got it, Kodo. You got the. Is it on? Has it been filed? Oh, crazy Crystal. Thank you, love. Has it been filed, Kodo? I didn't know if it was filed or that it was on the docket yet. So I'm not sure. Anyways, though, like I said, guys, Burnt Toast is on tonight at 7:30. So be there, be square. I'll try to get on later. After that, if I can, if she doesn't go too late. Because I watch hers and stuff, and if not, then I will catch y'all on there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys. You're gonna go look now. Otherwise, I'll see y'all. Catch y'all on the flip side. Yeah, that's TPO number 4. Hold on. I know she was attempted to be served again today for sure. 4 PPOs. And she was okay, and then scheduled for the 22nd. But I'm not sure if the new one has been posted yet. So I'll keep y'all posted. I'll let y'all know if I see it. Catch y'all on the flip side.